Introducing Send Safe Finance, your fastest and safest way to send money. You can now send money to your loved ones from USA, UK, and Europe to the Gambia. Pick up from our countrywide locations, and guess what? We're open for business every day, even on bank holidays. Download the Send Safe Finance app and enjoy other services including bank deposits, cash power purchase, mobile top-up, and many more. To get started, visit our Play Store and download our easy-to-use app. Available on all Android and iOS devices.
Carefinder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With Carefinder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Carefinder. With Carefinder, you are assured of a secure investment.
Are you tired of your outdated mobile phone? Are you in search of the latest and most advanced mobile devices available? Look no further. Welcome to Smart GSM Technology, your ultimate destination for all your mobile phone needs. At Smart GSM Technology, we take pride in offering the widest array of cutting-edge mobile phones on the market today. Whether you are an Android enthusiast or an Apple aficionado, we have the perfect device for you. Our dedicated team of experts is here to assist you in finding the ideal device that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you are seeking a sleek and powerful flagship phone from leading brands like Samsung, Apple, Huawei, the latest Tecno and Itel phones, or something simpler like original Android and iPhone chargers, power banks, flat screen TVs ranging from 32 to 55 inches, and various electronics materials, we have got you covered. Looking for a budget-friendly option without sacrificing quality? We offer a wide range of affordable smartphones that still deliver outstanding performance. Are you one of those who crave innovation? Our selection includes the latest foldable phones with their futuristic designs and versatile capabilities. But it's not just about mobile phones themselves. At Smart GSM Technology, we understand the importance of accessories in enhancing your mobile experience. From stylish cases and screen protectors to wireless chargers and Bluetooth headphones, we have everything for you under one roof. And let's not forget about our exceptional customer service. Our friendly staff is always ready to assist you with any question or technical issues you may encounter. With Smart GSM Technology, you can own your dream mobile phone without breaking the bank. So why wait? Visit Smart GSM Technology today and unlock a world of possibilities with our incredible range of mobile phones. We also offer mobile phone repairs. You can find us at our main branch at Tabokoro Nice Building, as well as locations in Talending, opposite Fabakari Tombonjara's compound, Late Kunda at the Bamboo Garage, and Base beside the EcoBank. For more information, feel free to contact us at 7466-360 or 75-333-68. Smart GSM Technology, where your mobile experience begins.
Assalamu alaikum badingol ngale konton kale bismillah ko reke arjuma dola. Of course the grand Bantaba program o min kanale ninnyum wato sita do ngal tentukal je bake mol mi alon ko ka sika nim program o jube. Of course lokon tambila nga oncle honorable Sidia Jata ngatele sorono jambare bi fana nin luntando murtal nalenne mi alon ko nabe kacala politiko kola Gambia banko kan jang na moltendu mi alon ko ka si diaspora mil ka si Gambia banko kanje kanyum programme o batu andu ka jibe arjuma ninni wato sita bari benna sponsor fanan tentula keje bake mi alon ko walle nyim programme o fasa ka sembentu andi ye blodon nyim programme o koto sense finance dabe compagnie kono le mi alon ko ye nyim programme o fasa ka sembentu andi molle mi alon ko kodi kyo Gambia jang itolle a soni andi ka bo Gambia bantala ye fango e bunda keme fula soto janne ni tata je donc ibukalo e sela kodo soto a watola andum fanan abole be bulu ko nga fale nyame albe bole aleta sense finance la abo download alsi credit goni kaspo be sanno watara e manta dollar pour kata sandiro la sang Carefinder fanan ka korda wafole ke Gambia jang ye korda soto Gambia karo bella ele ye mira dawda e korda soto jeli andile locational beta da bakele nin kene kenson le fanan be buli lafta kalo of course am Carefinder ko fanan kele ka bundol kele ando ka ke awato le la ko lanno warta bakele wala na mo jamal kataje sain pour kata kordal sanje smart GSM technology nge tentu ke je bake ka itol fanan dabe compagnie kono millennium programme fasa ka sembentu ende smart GSM eka electronic bagage le wafi mobile kendolu Gambia jang ni man futa smart GSM ita kende ma soto nola bare mobile soto le mi alon ko la batterie o kam mi andum fanan original mobile lollem kabo Tecno Itel Samsung ya be soto le aning iPhone ni latest iPhone olu ya be nati Gambia banko kanjang andum simple phone olu fanan be bulu kata fo dindin tablet original olu aning flat screen olu kende mal a bebe smart GSM technology bulu ay la bitiko felenting tabo ko nice building o duma je donc albe taraje bari do fanan soto fa bakar to bon jare la korda opposite talinding ye nata do fanan soto late kunda bambo gara soto milbe basse hanal manna combo smart GSM technology bitiko soto basse eco bank bala je don albe tarajele nge tenduke je baake bela no balbe tarabori kan screen o nyen duma mil lafta dindin tablet wala original ol ye natile al futaje mi alon ko ni la cover be tata nyolale alila nombata mi alon ko be bori kan screen o duma smart GSM lem nyontangote ni nata electronic bagage wa fola Gambia jang bari bi of course nga denani kutole soto nga sponsor kutole soto ko nga fale nyamen do yalon grand Bantaba mobe ka bori janne saying especially all the credible company mi alon ko ka operate Gambia banko kanjang bayri nyinem platform oti mi alon ka warta baake Gambia bele ka jibe Gambia bantala fanan ka jibe nga of course MFH group nge tenduke je baake ke fanan ka kafu compagnie kono mi alon ko di grand Bantaba sponsor molle mi alon ko sponsor kutolle mi alon ko nata grand Bantaba MFH group itolo fanan idaba kono wole LG electronics mi alon ko itolle mi nyaton quality electronic bagage wafo anim business wala Gambia banko kanjang MFH group nge tenduki jay bage fanan itolle tamu suñu kerti ngame Gambia jang mobe suñu ker lonne itolle fanan tamu suñu kerti woto mbafula MFH group ala baraka bake al futale al nyanda futala dame momo fanan mo grand Bantaba kanon titi ando ka grand Bantaba noma alta alsi sandiro ke nyin dulala min keda MFH group ti itolle tamu LGT andum fanan suñu ker alta bagage kendol ngamira ni ko Gambia jang LG nyin suñu ker ni modulale ti mi alon ko definitely Gambianol yelon ne surtout ila bagage nyontangol mi alon ko ibe wafi kan Gambia banko kanja nene welcome
jërëjëf boobu
yaa ngi ready waaw MFH group xam nga grand Bantaba is the biggest show in the country so all the credible companies fii lañ lay
loolu jarata wax nañ ko laaj ñi nga xam ne ñoo ñuy seetaan nañ ko laaj ñi nga xam ne ñooy jëflante ñun li olof di wax lu ne fanga jarul jaxat am nañu jëflante ñun gisuñ dara lu mooy yokkute ak jëm kanam ak naat kon fii ku fay ut te jaaroo si ñun am na lu la dese
loolu mooy dëgg
loolu mooy naak
I'm not in a school here. We're not teaching classes.
No, dama bëgg laaj rek lan mooy naak am nga léegi moo leen wax di saa woon di baawoon mu ne ko loolu nag am na woon di baax waaw ba léegi lan mooy naak
dinaa la ko wax after
mooy nee na fa dégg olof de.
dinaa la ko wax.
because am na yeneen ni man dama understand.
nee na ak suma koto ñoo ngi dégg olof. sur nguur bi. ba ñu si salaamaaleykum naka
na nga def
naka yaram.
maa ngi tan waaw kon di wax suñ naka ni ko buuba di waxee dinaa ne kutoo ñu ngi laa dalal di la ñaanal jàmma di wax ne rek kuy ut xànjar yàlla may la urus kon yow da ngaa ne alhamdulilah kon xànjar ngeen doon am ñëw ngeen Grand Bantaba am ngeen urus gi ngeen doon ut yéen doo leen gis dara lu muy jëm kanam si seen business di ñaan yàlla yóbbu business gi ci yéen it dooleel gi ngeen ñuy dooleel di wax ne rek di dalal ñëpp ñu fi toog suma caame ñu ñaawuri di am kontante ak mbégte tey nag am Bayo ak MC together in a long time we've not had that di nama suma namoo tey nekkut fi waaye xam ne jafe-jafe yi rek la yite yi ñoo bari beneen ajuma di ngeen ko fi gis waaye nama naa ko lool suma taalibo namu ahankay waaw
passeport fula
ahankay passeport fula
ako passeport fula
no am nga passeport fula am nga
bul fi explain
no man maa ko wax ne yes am naa ko passeport fula
moom lim la laaj daf ko xam de dafa xam de dafa xam ne am nga ñaar
bil la xamul ko
dañ ko fit
no I know that it was fit against me but I can tell you
waaye ko xamul du la laaj passport jëlale be bulu
no look in fact
lu mu tegal yow mu ne am na ko waxal talibo sigri ba si biti
wala at the time of the show talibo xam na lim doon
the fact is I have only one passport.
So why did you agree to two?
That is contradicting.
No, it's not contradictory.
You told Talibo you have two.
I told Talibo. No, look, you know what? When Talibo came to
okay, it's okay.
Bukan
you daraja.
In fact, Fula. Do you know why I told you in fact, Fula? Mbanya can. In fact, Fula let them move for. In fact, Fula. Nobody tells me that I have two.
I am not convinced.
Anyway,
because you are fighting me these days. We'll get there. It's okay.
Lima xam moy na moye gagnele. Wota dorong. Exactly. Wota reverse no.
And the thing is, you are not going to pay back for a very long time. Talibo is not here today.
Exactly.
So it's until
in a week's time. Anyway, the am content rek Bayo ni ñew nga tay last week nekkulo fi and suma xarit ci xol bi tay mom nurole bi mom li moy wone ne xol day gisee great minds think alike li leen tax ma bëgg ko nak suma bëggel ci mom ak mu sori waaye anyway di wax ñi ñuy seetaan rek ne di leen sopp di leen bëgg di seen bëgg si ñun yëg nañ ko xam nga li olof day wax rek ne si li nga bëgg soo si doful rek bëggeel boobu noonu des na ñun dañ leen bëgg ba tàggoo suñ sago parce que yéen a tax ñu toog fi yéen a tax ñu mun liñ mun parce que ñun askan bee ñu ñor toog di waxtaan ak askan bi di leen bëggal di leen indil li ngeen xam ne loolu ngeen bëgga kon yéen seen bëggeel si ñun fi ngeen ñun fa lañ commencé di daw nag di dem so ñun ak yéen la duñ bàyyante lii ku ci bëgg a kopp suuf yow da ngay sàngoo suuf si di dem parce que suuf ji du laal lekk bi ñoo xew ñoo fi ne nga bëgg ñu bëggaloo ñu xilal yàlla naan ndox bu sedd ori MC ni koy waxee wala nga naan glace di wax Fatou nag moom ndeysaan di ko ñaanal yàlla saa yu nekk rek business bi di naat parce que xam nga boo amee loo xam ne ñëpp dañ ko bëgga boo xamee loo xam ne ñëpp ñu ngi koy ut yow yàlla jox la ko kon nga sant ci yàlla rek waaye nag soxoruloo ci parce que yaa ngi cee tedd di ci tarangal ñeneen yow loo am yaa ngi ko séddu askan bi kon yow doo mus a ñàkk sa business gi yàlla na law yàlla na naat yàlla na jëm kanam bi nga xam ne ñun ñëpp dinañ toog ba ne alhamdulilahi rabbil alamin ci fi mu nar a egga ak fi mu war a yóbbu askan bi kon di wax ñëpp juma mubarak di leen ñaanal juma bu sell di yaakaar ne ñu del si waat fi beneen ajuma di dalal suñ gan gi bàyyi bu ko buuba dugaree rek wax naa la ñun Grand Bantaba la fii ñu grand rek indi soo grandul nag jéema la taraay grand egg ci leebul mi ndax nga mun fii ñëw ñun grand rek la ñuy diilal ku grandul nag yow yaa xam nga jàpp yàlla parce que xam nga ñëpp mënuñoo am loolu ci yàlla la
dëgg thank you so much Nene MC
jërëjëf Alaaji Buuba foog naa ne Nene moom la war a bàyyi nuyoo bi léegi
ku nekk da nga war a nuyoo sa bopp de
waaw bi ko moom nuyoo bi dafa tënk ñëpp ñëpp la mu kooba ni ngeen nuyu ñu seetaan programme bi yëpp ñu nekk si réew mi ak si diaspora bi comme ni ko Nene waxee rek programme bi egg na fa nga xam ne man dem naa si kaw bi fu ma dem rek looy dégga Grand Bantaba ñu ko gën a si daal mooy kilifa yi seen programme bi ba ki dem ba njaare dugal naa si benn moto van driver bi apprenti bi ma gis sax moom du ma njëkkee wax mooy Grand Bantaba seen programme bi du ma dee raw kon lii ku nekk ni egg na fu nga xam ne wax naa ko fi last time ñëpp am nañ yaakaar si ñun nekku ñu gën a xam ñu toog si biir ñoo gën a xam dañu nekk dañ ne opportunité leen am ñu toog di wax so kon loolu sant yàlla la di nuyu suma broda Baye Sonko Gambia ñëpp xam nañ taxawaayam si réew mi ku bugg a réewam la nit ko xam ne la dafa reasonable sometimes ma gis sam léegi sax ci daf dee accept xam nga loolu dafa important so kon loolu ma laa woon ñu réew mi leen gis Gambia leen gis nekkul tooguñ fi def pour criticize dañ toog bu gis ne lu yóbbu réew mi si kanam di nuyu itam suma xarit xool suma jigéen nee ne waaw moom mooy xorom yi Grand Bantaba moom moo amee xorom bi waaw moom mooy independent bi xam nga ñun parti leen bokk waaw ñun si parti leen nekka su moom mu ngi independent si mu yàgga moom dinaa ko isi bu ma nekka si loolu laa nekka di négocier léegi waaw xaw ma dama ko isi lool xaw ma dama ko isi ndaka foog naa loolu la ne play rek nga jege am lool waaw ba lu def day am waaw ok so permanent living permanent grand waaw so ni ngeen nuyu suñu fans yëpp waaw di wan ne tey itam am nañ ñu si beneen
Talibo su endossé rek amu problème
non man am naa ne
kondo dem Talibo ngay waxal kay
mooy ne already is in top with
Talibo
loolu moom am naa
waaye ñun weddi wuñ ko
waaw loolu moom
waaye xam naa ne Talibo mënut a convince nee ne fi ñu ñaar fu nekk
non amal yow
waaw
am nga nee na am naa ne last programme bi feeñ na fii dara man duma wax nag
waaw comme xëy na ma daaneel si suma nuyoo bi rek lu ma wax rek mooy ñu ngi nuyu ñëpp ñu nekk si réew mi suma brodam tey foog naa nekk fi Talibo right now ñoom ñu seen miliki pour too il faut ñu nangul ko loolu tam tey mun naa ñëw ëllëg du ñëw parce que ñu ngi si too bi waaw su kon ñu ngi ko nuyu bu baax a baax tam di ko wax ne ñu ngi fii rek di waxtaan di wane asalaamaaleykum.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Assalamualaikum ba mo be kontana mo mo ya lon ko wala ka jibero ke ko men dalda kala nyami arjumo kana si ale jang Grand Bantaba me ya lon ko atlem Bantaba be la Bantaba di gambe ko jang ka diamu bankola kola ka diamu kola me ya lon ko wala be kering wato la ka fo anena wato la wala tinna arjumo ko si jang gamul samana jang mo me ya lon ko mo kuma balle mu di banko kam mo be ya Grand Bantaba ka ba ko ma sa mo me na ka jang ka mo le me ya lon ko jamano sulo da kawol le moy wato at that very time aka kolyala buka mul samana but nimmo mo na do ifon kalno tinata na da place mi alon ko natam be ko banko do ko le oto men luntam ba kontana me alon ko bi wala be veja ben nimmel alon ko wala ka tra panno do jam so waji nak MC atakay na famata sila deuxième panel la bio kay because nina la friend ina wala man tra jam bi asante yalla nenen ko nina la friend ba ko la ko yalo Nene is right now talking to Talibo, and Talibo is doing a lot of efforts. Kayogo Nene ni kema maesi. I will have to say yes because Talibo will point. Ako abakata pur kan Nene samana MPP. So when the MC na sa no di MC na kata na ko Nene na tara MPP or MC ka banang kela pul ko ta sata.
Amala do
ko.
So kelo le bije.
Kelo bale bije. So sa MC na liggéey bi mo ci yow. Nene soko baye
man maa win
I will give certificate to Talibo ne Talibo is the politician.
No man maa win.
Waaw so lolu mom
man maa win Talibo.
Yeah so mbaɗumol don comme en fale don kerfatulem momo yalon ko email YouTube channel o nyum follow ya make sure YouTube channel o nyum follow and mele yalon ko be safaro ke kam banko kanyang comme en ayalon nyamen kabrina kumas kabrin kanyum programme o kumas num na sponsor clean soto akita fulati akita sabati fo bi kan nan nafo ni aje o be kala oto mol mele yalon ko wolle la advertisement samana jang ye menni ni je ko wala soto je wala tinna mele yalon ko ni wala do ko la fem mam bondi nyaaje mam bondi be continue kam because ye jigomen soto jang o jigo kilo nyina kana atul mel kan jibe alka programme o ni enjoy nan sulo da fem frendina fon fe yalon ko na kiliano mol mel kan na programme sponsor ka wala wafi alfutema ali la fa ko alka wala la fa nyame wol fanan kan to la fa wala nyama ko ko tna si janka banko kaja o do mba fulale ko bi fanan mo arjumo doleti ale si ale la moy membe kelim banko kon san ting be wala kaja ala baraka
Thank you so much. Of course, Bayo Sonkoti. So, Bidum, nga luntango min soro mole mi alon ko atoma mabo ni nata Gambia la protigono and ni nata of course United Democratic Party supporto Gambia jang ko nga fo nyamen ro be karla mul be le nati la jang well nga honorable Sulaynman Saho le soro mi atelem of Central Baribula National Assembly member atele be siring Central Baribi deputy bungoro mole mi alon ko nabe kacala ku jamal sa intending ay bilo natile National Assembly ando alafta min sa mo ka protest Gambia jang pour Canada police yeta pamito ho ni finti meno bari abi mo jamal le ba mo jamal le ba adjust kan people are not happy that I bilo nati and it's like even you dipin kodol mala fe nyum bilo lay no bari naba kacala anyway of course ye budget of an National Assembly saying mi alon ko iba kachala to my surprise bi mba nyinin kala walale because Ministry of Youth and Sports to 122 million te malum wo National Assembly be mone fala woto bel be kachala ku jamal but be kachala fan of course ala party o ngalo nego sign diam jamal bitaka nje within the party, that is the United Democratic Party, but the leadership jamal be kele ila standard biarati WhatsApp forum molbe durim bakele abe kachala ukola. Honorable, welcome to the Grand Bantaba.
Abaraka bake buba gaji ko betentula mbejela mbela lamwela ni la jibela fan tentula mbela doku la doku nyolu mel mu nani funding cewolti mela lon danaka bi banko mo jamal kanyul la moy ke la moy munela because miralo soto pour Gambia be tarra nyaadi pour Gambia tara nyabo bankol kono oto mbe nene kontona nominated councilor and nominated councilor mvon la broda MC Cham, MC Cham nalongo ato kay obe tentendal from senior to junior to another level. So mbafran tentu la Bayo Sonko is a brother from Baribu, but say West Coast ngola mote. West Coast lo ko kudro na mkumpankata la ngirenga. So sirifo mbe fanan tentu la mbe jela. So nalongo yemen fo kacha jamal be nyato so mbe mol tentu la mbe jela mbe kerfatu fanan tentu la because kerfatu kamul la kuningola la fa anenka mol nyandi fanto anenka kibaro futandi molma yalon kibaro ata kumayata bakele anin jumala ba futandi la so wota kerfatu fana mu media moldi me yalon Gambia kono West Africa kono Africa kono nyanti salute la nyanti salute la inila dokulal be because bi ani futata santoto kerfatu mamma bu kotenke so wota be tentu la be jela ni ndiamo tata nyaro nim futata c'est kodolma
Spain la Gambia la embassy membe Spain be tendula wala nango ngina ra kerfado momo ye minke of course mba falale mbuka criticize dama bonni ku kenno fananke you remember nene amon nañ fi wali mu ñew fi warna lu bari so meet na embassy bi and then I think they were watching the program and in fact they are ready to help the Gambians that are there, so definitely it's a good step. We thank you so much for meeting Wali min nata no molla program yeah so office Gambia la embassy in Spain mil bebe do ko la je thank you so much pour ga Wali meet anum fananka Gambian all day mil ya lonko am itara babe because science and what I understand is mil bebe je Spanish all min fokan ni man tradula so probably be sendi la so accommodation no problem multi je Gambian la ni la dum fengol so it man dulal soroy so as far as the embassy the intervention continue just luma mujewa right so ni tendu ke je bake Gambia la embassy mimbe Spain pour ka ko sam Wali meet anin ka Gambianol dema milia lonko idunta Spain miltata ni bag wila ni tendu ke je wala bake honorable nga follow alla party wala kodo first alla party of the leadership in scientific india mo be siati bake alla funding kelo milbije milia lonko ko dolu ko be sulare ne pour kake party o nyaton ka yakka standard biarati andum diamol be siari ni munim itela observation ati munim ila reaction ati min call be
buba ya mbetentula mbejela kafu babu ko bay andu democracy fane yo commandele when all bananas die the young ones will take over banana kebal ni fat banana ndingol lakana so amanke kuti mala ku jawlem mo lele hamol tandi andu amanka ku jaw fanandi kebal fane dinol kulu nyala me along it's a cool tubul no ni to teje sama membe kala banko la yirwat andu pati yela tamandiri nyala so pati la nyaton ko ya congress la ket UDP ka congress la so youth sol ka congress ke fay ni musol ka congress ke fay general congress ke at that congress mel lafta palaso iba nyinna wolto mole tombo so particular leadership who has been elected at congress ketal usen dabole mon na party leader but flag bearer uman si follow because mboda 2021 na kono 2023 na kono 2026 mansi 2026 na sita palaso bebe empty la palaso membe ko presidential candidate auto be empty la so mel lafda yela lafo tandi selection committee la galo o selection committee no le momo muta be fintira banko
but hande sa be empty ne right
understand so signing no signing man fota into that signing we have the party leader and all executive member party move ka no wato sitamba announce la banko be ba moylal ko UDP kana flag be ara tombo abuka map it's not something me along you do it under the carpet it has to be democratic so it's not wrong sirifo ya go left ni sirifo left ako palaso le nyala si anyanda la ferol kala hormone buñal ko natara parti leader dum men ka tombo wala fana lafta ko tank ani binto la luwal mel bel harek luwati di me abali asana sala ferol keno yona sa so nimbe diamula nyanta diamul kala le ani responsibility because nalonko ndol bebe kafula kono na fenne hame nyim bankoy dindi wo ke bawo yona sa but dinnewol nyanta chance nyanta dila dinnewol fana ni yela mind speak chance nyanta dila dinnewol ni yela political feeling fana express o kono le be kiskisirol kenol but nimmo bebe deri mol mamma patioti tano pati leader fongal kafo ala meeting wolto ko UDP man fo ketalal surtout dinnewol ke tolf programme da mama you understand so sometimes malo message ni media la alkere late nyame but sometimes na believe ko media ka message ni relate nyame sometimes I have confusion or something.
No, I disagree.
Yeah, sometimes allow me to learn. I'm learning.
Yeah, but I disagree.
Yeah, I'm learning. Nina is a balang. I disagree.
I disagree that media ka message relate nyame.
Yes, I feel for example in Telebilo. It's about protest without permit. It's wrong. That's not my bill.
Yeah, but that is what is out there.
That's not my bill.
Whether it is from the media.
That's not my bill. It's media who put it to the people.
Exactly. So
that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, let me learn.
Let me come here. Maybe in regards to your bill, media.
What I'm saying, even UDP for
let me just come.
Even UDP tab the world. I'm just saying.
UDP tab.
May example of side K, but na UDP tab. UDP tab. Do you understand? Kafo ko yamaro keta. Yamaro ketale. Patili de yamaro keta.
Okay, what is media la?
No, let me come. So wala munyintiko yamaro keta pour dinewol. You understand? And melialo be palaso nyini kan ko. Yes, isa nyini no le. Ila nyanto le moli anyini. You understand? But in Sadomo do ma praka na ke wali in the maltem. Because yalom power struggle sometimes namanke in a matured manner aka problem mo samana. So ni wakata at the end of the day mbele be lose la. Because nim fota MC la, mfota Sirifo la, mfota Sulaynman they are young. Be lose la. So wala nanti Americo messaging nying and in the way model ya comprehend nyami problem on ataje because ni ajibe adantete nyami
okay what is
ka Ahmad Sane for example Ahmad Sane niko young people Ahmad Sane man young people so categorizing Amadou among the young people wala ko maybe askeno messaging media can relate nyami maybe people who are interested.
Who's Ahmad Sane, former finance minister?
He's not a youth. Oh, no. So if you are talking about Niba funding mel lafta. Amadou tetrano wala nanga focus keno sometime media ka mistake okele in related.
Jumale are related as a youth, as a young person.
No, men nanko media mendanti.
Media Jumale for Ahmad Sane is a young person.
I won't know standardly and the King FM la relate.
No, maybe inside the story, near it will not indicate their Honorable Ahmad Sane movement quality.
Yeah.
So the picture Santo is completely different from
the context.
The
content of the story is confusing. Because Nico Sirifo, Sulaynman MC Nene, we know that they are youths. But if you said, for example, pause you want to I don't know sometime.
Okay, maybe I read the story, but I didn't see any.
So come follow me in the leadership crisis the UDP.
Okay.
Flag be arayam and see follow. Now what was it? If you are a bona fide member of the party, you have all right to apply.
Okay, so
near apply at the party the one level. Near Momo Tombo. But that unity la, we all go ahead. Some instances akakele ni mandol tobe ka kamfai ka tefai. But until we should be very tactful, and we should be very strategic. Kajako we all come together to have a flag bearer. Mealong is going to win 2026.
Okay, so Sam, but iko inyanta chance de la dindingol la ila de amo kono pour ye fan express. What do you mean by that?
No, never mean what we like in kachal melbe kerinte. Like any youths mel lefta. For example, nitamu youth lefta. Let them do whatever they want to do. You understand?
Mil interest ka standard.
Like not ebe kula ke kam pour ke fay tandi. Ko lafitale. Lefta tandi la mo la ko fital kalo. Yake.
Okay, if in the media, explain.
No, it's left to you. Either you go to media, but all the more consult to show your interest. Politics is dialogue.
Okay.
You cannot just sleep on your bed. It left a friend mul meji. Kerfatu. You kula kula mul kaf kerfatu. So I enter with maturity and with responsibility. Be along ko, particularly UDP ko. We have a party to build. Do you understand? And we have a vision to rule the country. So in that, whoever is interested, come up. But in a party principle will compromise. Do you understand? And we make sure that we speak in unity. It's right lem. Ajibe drong. Kiaman ya moja lasem. Birkam. KMC. This year, but the first select 2018. Moja mala apply. But at the end of the day, we had one compromise candidate. We all compromise.
So all the diamol, ntinga milbe mo yaka base talib yakam. Talib adekela UDP flag bearer OITA party or lower family. So mune metela reaction when it comes to talib diamol milkake because I listen to a lot of audios. More be believe that nyinale ko talib kata afansung party wele lo ni UDP ma tambindi. You think talib is young? Is it the right time for him? And it as passing me a party.
Anyway, Talib right lem to be who he is, if he is. I cannot determine that. And I cannot preempt that. Kafoko amanya afanzu party wa ulolante, that's not my take. Do you understand? And Mamu Talib Lefananko, personally he has never engaged me he wants to be a flag bearer. Do you understand? So one thing that I know, is trying to build his political base. Abe KMC, abe dokol kekang, abala outing kekang. So he's trying to, build his political future, and which every politician should do that. Until I understand it, every politician must try to build up your base, because if you don't build up your base, one day you'll be baseless. So to me, that's not wrong. Do you understand? So at the UDP when time comes. After Jumala Kela flag bearer. Do you understand? So for Talbebe still a UDP, Fata still to UDP, that's choice. That's left to him. Do you understand? So, and I don't reach to that level because I am not sure of that. Proper advice. When that time comes, I will know what to do. But as at now, moje, and I'm not engaged, and my constituency, they are not engaged. So it will be difficult for me to comment on that.
So do you think, or is now time for Allah funding kill flag behind UDP? Because you have a lot of people, Jamal Bemil Kumandika interested. Adaba Kono is Talib Ahmed Bensouda, and also the Sane guy, is it Sane? Lamin Sane for Himalik Law, and Idol from Yankuba Fole. But do you think what is the right time for Dindingol in leadership in UDP? No,
these people are not Dindingol.
Well, you cannot compare them with Minbeye, right?
Yeah, but So as far as I'm concerned, as far as the constitution of UDP is concerned, when it comes to leadership of the party, there is no age bracket. Like Isafuno Menako, from this date to this date, like for example, 30 years below or 35 years, you cannot be a flag bearer of UDP. More luasoto. You understand? And do kafo katama lual. You understand? Okay. Nana ata bunyani horomol ni experience. Then atuta selection committee level mu yardstick la use la water. You understand? But as at now, it's good that young people in the party, you finti moliage. You finti la nyadi. Wolo mu nyintiko. When all bananas die, the young ones should take over. Because ntola kebal mil fanambiji, lumbe sila, you didn't know be take care. So you didn't know mamma, moli kusuti to be, ninsinisa mamfotero mbekeno no nyadi. You understand? So amanke ko UDP la luante indi kafoko kebal damal nyanda tata maralol. Ukafo fanna man kama wala munyintiko, as at now vacuum man create. Like mamfuta ka vacuum feel. Nimfuta ka vacuum feel, then yamarol sina. Do you understand? Yamarol sina. And until UDP ka men hame. Like look, Al-Kaf Meli didn't international standard, if you are above 35, you are not didn't.
No, listen, what we mean here is, even Allah Molke describe what
it's wrong.
Allah leadership. No, it's not wrong. Because Dabo ba fono la talib mu dinewal. Ntolla right? So Ahmad Sane fana ba fono talib mu dinewal. Ba fono la ko rohi mali mu dinewal. So when we put dinewal, we mean
that context but when it comes to institutional development,
I know the youthful
when it comes to democracy, when it comes to development of a society, you understand? So ikajibe will go, until we are an organized body. Do you understand? Yes, it's at that angle is so phone like Nenamuna didn't know
exactly. Yeah.
You understand? So but none other to national development, none other to fight for something. You understand? You understand? So what age matters. You understand? But we have to go back to history for Najibi Cole Melbe caring. Dunia Alcono. Kebal Sotor president 70 above. We have just seen recent. For Mandino of yesterday, day before yesterday, age of 30 is sworn in one of the country. You understand? When Macron was coming to power, what was his age? France. You understand? So we have those instances. Though he used the barrel of God. He was young. Do you understand? So I think Memmarata, do you understand? Until Benyan Tamaklo to Kajibe, the candidate will mean someone who is going to be a unifier. That's very key. The person who can be able to salvage this country, because this country suffered a lot in the history. Do you understand? So that's normal. That's normal. Molo diamul is part of democracy. Okay. Because near Sulo Bambu will be wonder. So you understand? So it's to me, this is a manual for our politics. All this talking about is a manual, because then we'll be able to sit somewhere, engage, and plan well. Do you understand? So, but if we keep quiet, or people have some intention, they keep quiet, we reach up to 2026, this problem happen. How can we manage it? Okay. But now we are at a better position, cool analyze to have to find solution to this problem.
That is right. So, Allah will be mil foka. Iko Allah party of a salary because iko alembaro tombone. Baro yal Jamfa quote unquote from UDP ko yal Jamfa. So the ibisilari minna ko foni modo fanan tombong Jamfa de kala. Ay ifoite fanan be concern wala.
No, I don't understand what Jamfa you're talking about. Can you be specific? Jamfa in
no, kim alla party ka fole. Iko Baro ye Jamfa le. Foi ko mo.
No, do la party the mama of Baro ye Jamfa. Gambia ko Baro ye Jamfa.
No, but including UDP, right?
But for Gambia ka Baro ye Jamfa.
No, ma for Gambia sambe UDP qualify. For Baro yal Jamfa.
So say ko pour ni modo na ben Jamfa.
Exactly.
No.
The young people. Baro was young. Kabra.
No, ala youngness.
What I mean by young, we have already.
Ala dindi ya Omadu Jamfa.
Okay.
Jamfa mo ba fayen.
But in fact, when Barrow was coming, Barrow was not that young.
Yeah.
No. What
Barrow is only 7 years into the presidency.
Yeah. So
and right now, Barrow is what? How many years now?
He's going to 60 soon.
Exactly.
Young.
So at the time Barrow was coming, he was already 50.
I understand where you're coming from. I just want you to frame it better.
Okay.
You know, well, we need to go. Let's stick to Jamfa, not the age.
I'm sure if he hears this, he will be so happy. They consider me as a young person. You ain't young, you're old.
No, well, I will understand.
You've gone past that age.
Yalo temo Dabo benong kasol to temo. So Dabo is older than Barrow.
Yes.
I mean, for them yindiko, ale min natina wayal jamfale. Sa ale mul fanan sotale mi alonko il laftal. Bari be mi fokan wole min diko nyim fanan nata silamo bi jele koy bal jamfale.
No, yala ko fo that what we cannot conclude that. Wala la fatan la ko dindi yani jamfa yata ko kele. An kebal fonka jamfa kele. So yela silanda ben de fo ni dinnewol nata ben jamfal fo ten jamfa.
Amantela silanda de Allah mo la silanda.
Yeah, anyway namol be la silanda da flete melta mo.
Maybe.
Okay.
I know
so sa embe men wala mu yintiko jamfa otuta party organization on yinabul. Wana ko ni institution organized very well. You know, leader kete nyawonya, we should be able to control them. Do you understand? We should be able to control them. Wala sa we need strong institutions, not strong men. Even in the party structures, that's why we have the youth wing, we have the women's wing, we have the executive, we have the structures will control you. You understand? So yes, human being by nature sometimes is driven by, you know, certain emotions and sentiments. You understand? So, you know, UDP Momo Tombo, Momo Tombo will be able to contain you. No, ndela femento mondo for less. No, funny what is not mondiri wato mansi. Mondiri wato mansi follow. No, I can't tell you. No, I can't tell you. Mondiri wato mansi follow.
Okay, all right.
But wait. Where did you fail? Because when you make this comment of UDP yemengo meng tombong, ntol be control no le, be temla no be control no le, right?
No, what I'm saying like kafuko amari ben jamfale.
I understand that
because you have a party.
Yeah, you'll be able to deal with the person.
Exactly.
So where did you fail in regards to taming and controlling Barrow and make sure that Barrow is not what he is today?
Barrow was not entirely UDP. He was a coalition president. Do you understand?
An independent.
No, it was an independent.
Yeah, he resigned.
So how do you
expect
us to have an absolute control over him when our structures was not in State House?
But with all due respect, Honorable Sulaynman.
Yes.
Right? We're not talking about the National Assembly. If we're talking about National Assembly,
no, just come. You are at liberty.
No, hold on.
I'm a liberal
I want to say
man.
something.
Yes.
I want to say I say Honorable Sulaynman. So that's why I'm
just
saying.
Call me Sulaynman Saho or Saul. I love Saul than any title.
Saul.
Huh? Yes.
You love Saul.
Yes.
Okay, I'll call you by what you love.
Yes.
But I just wanted to say, if we're talking about National Assembly members, I don't call them honorable. I say dishonorable. But since you are not talking about National Assembly members, I'll say Saul. Okay, Saul. How about Saul boy?
No, I'm not a boy.
Okay, Saul. Exactly. I mean, with all due respect, you know, when people now today say, okay, he's not full he was not full UDP, or he was independent candidate, or he was not UDP, I said to myself, okay, you know what, let's drop that. In as much as we all knew Barrow resigned, right? All his life he was UDP. Everybody knew him to be UDP. Now because of a condition and the situation, he has to resign and say, okay, now I am not supposed to be affiliated with any party, it's a coalition. But after 2016, Barrow was acting more UDP, behaving more UDP, doing things more UDP, and UDP itself acknowledged that, okay, that was just a condition, but Barrow is us. So if we sit today, anybody say, oh, Barrow was, even if you want to even take a percentage of percentage off of his UDP-ness, I call that dishonesty. You know, things has happened.
No, I'm not. Chill. Listen.
Chill.
Sirfo, let me deal with the matter, please. Let me deal with the matter. You will come. Just, you will come, please. You will come. Buba, see, got everything wrong. I think your question was telling us about whether if we select young people, whether they will not betray us. I said no, because we have a system that will control them. You are comparing Adama Barrow. We compare Adama Barrow and UDP, and I'm telling you, when Adama Barrow was elected into office, UDP executive doesn't have absolute control over him. They can't. And by then, he was not in fact attending our executive meeting. He cannot, because he already resigned as the treasurer of the party. Do you understand? So what we are talking about is complete different case. I know you
not only as treasurer, but as a UDP.
I know.
Not only as a treasurer.
Listen, he resigned as UDP.
Exactly.
What we are talking about? There was coalition.
He was very close to you.
No, I don't deny that fact. But that doesn't mean that we can control.
If you are able to control,
no, we cannot. You know the problem. That's why he made this unilateral decision sometimes. Do you understand? So what happened was, this was a coalition. No matter, UDP will call it Nabaro Munabaro. UDP, they say Baro is our Baro. Yes. But if you look at the system, you yourself knows that fully, Baro is an executive president of the coalition.
Until
you know that.
At a certain time. At a certain time, I will give that to you.
Exactly. UDP being a major stakeholder.
At a certain time. UDP from 2016. At a certain time, I will give that to you.
Ever an executive president, not UDP.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
That's okay.
So, we are talking of a different case scenario. If we come as a UDP government,
when we say he was highly supported by UDP.
Exactly. And they are the majority.
He was a UDP president.
Did he not support the UDP also in return?
Yes, he did.
He did. But not only UDP.
And what we're talking about UDP.
He did.
But
you are trying to say.
So when you're talking about he was supported, other people who are not UDP supported him also equally.
Yeah, and he supported them too.
And in turn, he also supported all of them.
Very good.
So, but let's refine it to the UDP conversation, not the other people you want to bring in.
You are the one.
No, Nene, you deviated from the whole topic.
I did not at all. I did not at all.
It's okay. I cannot remove an iota of UDP-ness. And now you are now saying that there are other people in. You cannot remove.
I did not bring other people. You brought other people in.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I never said that.
I'm not
I don't know why they're thinking this thing.
You said you cannot remove an iota of his UDP-ness.
Xam naa man ma bëgg a discuss ci mbiri this coalition bi. Xam naa
not the coalition in general. We just talking about part of it.
Waa xam nga comme ñëpp foofu la query bi nekk di ñëw. Foofu la query bi nekk di ñëw.
About back to the
so moo right now I think you should be focused more on the guest.
Exactly.
Understand? From there ñu tam ñu ñëw with our
so man tell feka min ñininka. In this is say yalong Baro. Okay, Alma control because I'm kino UDP 100% because I'm independent. But say, anale most of me along as UDP, I decide ka kuke mi along ko baro weleke. Albe o team no le nyadile because there is no law. Mimba fono ko UDP be oboni no lale at that time. Right?
No, yalon side. Okay, say nintole mo tombo mello na patio toya. Yalon mu UDP let. And the UDP government be lori. Nka memfo wala munyenti ko. Barota yalo barola nanya.
Na decide ka.
Barola nanya ani membe kila 2026. We don't mahabira will be ntul mahabira be kilia. Ntul ka mendu ani na UDP government sotono. Whoever we form, menketa there are a lot of mistakes that happen with that coalition government. You come to the agreement up to now member of understanding.
No.
So
I understand.
So that's too much. You know, we don't want to go there. But in come for them. We have a system. Structures within the party. Nintole leader men someone nesindi. The party will be able to control you. As it's happening in other part of the world. How can they jump up? This is a party member. Somebody who is a party member. His party membership is not nullified. He didn't resign from the party. He's going to be part of the party. Though we cannot No, let's nila question o jabi. Mba control la nyame wala munyinti ko. He will live by the principles. The party has a principle. Nama anchor on the principles. Then, you know, then we will take other measures. No, we cannot disown him. We will take other measures. But mind you, listen. You know, it's difficult to satisfy everybody. It's difficult to satisfy everybody.
It's not possible.
But when we are saying, we had seen PPP government here. Did Jawara jump for them? We have seen APRC government. Yahya Jammeh was in state. Did he jump for APRC? So if UDP has a leader, the jump that you're talking about, this is a complete ball game. What I'm saying, some people might not be happy. I know you cannot satisfy everybody. But that will not warrant us to own the party. No. If there are mistakes around that, he will have his own advisors. Do you understand? Who will advise him? We have the party executive who will control the party. Do you understand? And this person will be answerable somehow. Okay. You know, and he'll be advising them. Okay. But the state and the party will be separated.
You know, the fact is, if Barrow was UDP at the very time, one thing we all need to understand, we did our first Congress at 2018.
He was not there.
That's our first Congress. He was not there.
Yes.
So you need to understand that if Barrow was a member, UDP flag bearer, obviously,
he will come.
If we did a Congress in 2018,
he will come.
You cannot remove him as the flag bearer,
exactly.
as the leader of UDP.
Yes.
He has to remain as a leader, because you cannot be, the president, and then you came to presidency through that party, and that party did a Congress when you are
exempted.
So this is what you understand. So that word is just coming.
I think, when you come to this jump or whatever, I feel like when a party mola select through a flag bearer. Party B, you are the president candidate with elections. So your party mola yubu. When you come to Barrow doesn't resign from the UDP. He's no more with UDP. Understand nga? So legi su nekkee ne UDP den amee UDP government am. Su nekkee ne da nga ñëw as a president. But for example, if UDP should dominate the National Assembly, you still need UDP as president. Because all these laws, UDP ñoo fa nekk pour mën a push the government. Being a president does not mean that you're going to push the government.
No.
You need the assembly.
Exactly.
So su nekkee ne da nga dem bu jàmpaade your own party, de ñu la xaar ci assembly bi. Ñu la xaar ci local government si, ñu la xaar ci other areas, ñu la fa gàppa. So sa government mënuñ ko frustrate. And kenn bëgg na nekk president for one term. Because bëgg nga nekk second term, mun ngaa ñu la xaar am na fu la xaare. So foog naa when it come to Jamfa, comme ni ko xori bu waxee, lii is about Barrow as independent. Moo tax musuma support when UDP say ñoom bokkuñ si det independent MPs. Xam nga su nekkoon independent MPs boobu possible woon na kon tey UDP is over. Because all these assembly members yep, they don't make independent candidate.
And we'll go.
So now they change this section 91 DB. So that is all the MPs now they are free. So the president will now use inducements, use money from there muy génnee guy. Comme like the eight member of parliament neka leen génnee UDP. So no nga doon toogee gis ne ak GDC suñu gars yi xam ne génnoon neen. So da gis ne Jamfa ne ko when it come to age, Jawara bu muy ñëw as president, 30 years Islam. Sarola. So kon ne wona Jawara xale la ñëw 30 years Jawara amoon. Jammeh am 20 something years, 29 years. Barrow moom ak gars yi Barrow am na almost bu mu nekk président egu 50 la Barrow am. So Jawara 30 years la woon kon dafa mel ne Jawara dafa fiir Gambien si. Loolu dafa mel ne kon Jawara dafa fiir Gambien Jawara xale la age bu ñëwee 30 years la ñëwee.
But no one is saying that.
No comme wa xam nga comme mbiri age laay wax xam nga man when it come to age wa déedéet xam nga non comme am nañu no
something loo xam ne
non ñi yaa ngi ko coow si dëkk bi ne age bi man dégg naa loolu yëpp man accept naa ne mag mun naa nekk président xale mun naa nekk président because soo demee si National Assembly bi ñoo xam fu ñu doxale ñu amee réew mi ñaata xale ñoo fa nekk tey understand nga so mu ngi am si àdduna bi so dama gëm ne leadership bi is about yow individual.
ba pare constitution bi
dafa joxe
am na age for presidency.
Constitution dafa joxe age for president and for MP. So lu waay réew dafa ne.
So but ite daal pour ka kumba you don't have any problem with Allah UDP mo do tombo as standard bearer meaning Dabo man killing if they have the right they can apply more left right.
Yeah, okay. Because UDP is democratic, and the name signifies, we have to promote that. It will be open. Whoever apply, they apply. The selection committee, whoever they choose, if they choose Hussein again, we're gonna rally behind him. If they choose party, we're going to rally behind. If they choose Deja or Hincha or Fatu, this is what we are going to accept as a team. So whoever is not happy with that, you can find your own way.
It's I think UDP as a party, we're the only party in Gambia when you come to flag bearer.
Yes.
You advertise
on air.
You apply. Last time, for now, even 21
3 people applied last time.
For now, 3, yeah?
Yes, 3 people applied.
Even since ever.
So I think it's only UDP. But
other parties, we never heard of that. Yes, they will call, you know. Modern powerful go UDP, dictatorship level.
And it's very important.
See, and then we have to move on.
I think so, yeah. We really move on the point.
Marvel, we are not going to move on. But when you start topic, you understand.
But you never go bandela go.
Like what Honorable said, because you know it's like the way you were questioning him. Thank God, it was. I mean, it's very strong to answer every question. And the way me along there is no contradiction. You understand? I know what I'm saying. But what I can tell you, UDP, our policies will never change. Nobody has the powers to come and change our policy the way we select our leaders. The UDP from 1996, leadership they always advertise. It's just that because of media among strong at those days. And recently, all this time, people are aware. I mean, in the 2021 election, it was advanced. Yeah, advanced. And almost 3 people applied. Barrow was selected. 2021, it was advanced. And again, almost 3 or 4 people also applied. And won. And then 2026 also, we are coming. We are going to put it the same way because we want to show it to the Gambians. UDP is a democratic party. But what Honorable Sulaynman is also saying here, we are not saying youngsters should not apply. But we are also, we will not allow anybody to undermine the principles of the party. Because the party has principles. You have to follow the norms. Particularly Tarambulo for your norm. We have to follow their footsteps. We have to follow their principles. We should not go their back and start stamping them. Okay, we're not going to allow that for anybody. That should be clear to anybody. They are our leaders. They are the people who fought.
Is that happening?
Yes, quite true. Okay, or they will not even say that. That is something me along is going in the party. And then I'm not going to be here denying so. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Democrat. But I can tell you, there are youngsters in the party. Me along they are. I mean, and it's their right that they have the feeling to be leaders, to be the flag bearer of the party. That's their democratic right. Nobody will be there to deny it.
But who is
but let's do it responsibly.
Who is stamping there?
No. What I'm telling you, let me tell you something. My word is very clear. I know, there are youngsters within the party who have the will to lead the party. That's quite true. Nobody will deny that. And anybody is denying that because we are all aware. So what is more important here, let's all work towards the progress of the party. And let us also make sure that the party has principles and these principles must be respected.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, maybe for this leadership crisis, every big party will witness it. You understand? Like what my Janko used to say, my father. When there was this, leadership crisis in the political parties, one day we are laughing. He said, you people are laughing. It's coming to you. Yes. Do you understand? So he said every party. So suddenly I saw PPP also was in that limbo. So and which political party also, also had this. So this is a kind of transition. Do you understand? So, we are all over ambitious to see that change happen. So, you might think that Silvo will be the best guy to get Barrow out. Do you understand? Somebody might also, and somebody might think that we need to come together. So, I think UDP, as he said, we have our principles. Do you understand? We give Caesar what belongs to Caesar. The old man, he tried for the party. They are the vanguard of the revolution. Do you understand? But that doesn't mean that the young people also will be neglected or left behind. They will be carried along. Do you understand? UDP, we are prepared. We are prepared. That's why, as I said, the party leader will start mentioning these people that they are talking about, that these people can inherit the party. So there are preparations, but we will make sure that the process is democratic. Our focus now is to restructure ourselves to make sure that MC does what is expected from him, to make sure that if you are an executive member of the party, you expand your tentacles, to make sure that you send the message, to galvanize the grassroots. That should be our focus now. It's not, a fight in the ring between Sulaynman Saho and Talbot. No, that should not be our focus now. Our focus is how to penetrate the saloons, the nyomis, the nyanis, the sandus, and in fact in the brew foods or in the areas in the Greater Banjul area.
When you come to political party, it's important kenn ku nekk dang ko def soxla in party. And right now, position bu Gambia nekk ni as UDP ku nekk dang ko nit ku nekk. So attaqué Honorable Saho dafa am base from Bantaba Central am na ñoom ñu ko déglu am na ko attaqué moom su tayale la yow dañ ko nit because eso bu ñu da nga ni ku nekk nga soxla everybody dañ ko nit ku nekk am na ko xam ne am na ko dégal but su ma nekkee ngay attaque ku nekk am na right in the political party ne man am bëgg naa place bi but place bi na ko mën a waxee da nga war a apply man dama gëm ne nooy si flag bearer in UDP si man dafa teel because yaa ngi am 3 years for elections ñetti at pour elections lu ñëw si ñetti at bi kenn xamul lu ñëw ñetti at bi mun naam la nañ ko fekkee mun naam duñ ko fekkee mun naam suñ ko fekkee sax suñu yaram yi dañu ko may ñu nekk si campagne bi so di what right now lu ñu war a focus mooy UDP mooy yàlla mel nañu ñu am municipalities we have Banjul we have KMC we have West Coast we have Erara loolu leen ñu foo leen war a focus suñu énergie liggéey fa ba nga xam ne ñëpp nañ gis ne lii ñii woo den dëgg gaay réew mi waaye su nekkee ñun neen internal di wax mu ngi am ñii da ngay attaque fi ñii di attaque fi adami dee kenn ku nekk am na ko bugga xol la parce que ku relax rek yaa ngi koo ñàkk man dama gëm ne on the mind gisuma ko si parti bi lu ma gis mooy ku nekk dafa am lu am nga political party UDP c'est big party ku nekk da nga am man Baye is my friend Baye la leen waxtaanal so it's normal ku nekk am na ko xam ne sa waay la ku nekk am na ko xam ne ku nekk am na intérêt waa man bëgg naa nekk flag bearer bëgg naa nekk wala ma gëm ne when you come to yaa ngi laaj kii about Bensouda about form a political party loolu musuda xeet ne ko xeeti Bensouda and 3 years to elections ban kan moo mën a form a party in 3 years nga nekk président loolu ku la ko foo ko mën a amee mooy nga nekk a rule nga nekk power in président nga nekk sitting président nga form a party within 3 years nga mën a jël réew bon nga nekk opposition nga form a party si 3 years nga nekk président fan la mën a am fan la mën a fan la mën a am si àdduna bi waaw léegi fan la mën si àdduna bi waaw léegi fan la waaw léegi joma what is your take on that in history of Gambia wala si àdduna bi léegi alawma rek ask nene take on that alawma rek
I'm not in support of this code. The party wait up to let's say a year before the election Kafuko, this is our flag bearer. Do you know what I think the party the way we're moving by next year, I mean, the leadership should show us at least a candidate, a potential candidate. Do you know why? Because what is going to happen, the more we're going closer to the election, at the end of it, you might select somebody, at the end of it, somebody go and stand as an independent. Like the Wurungara Baby Kerente. But you know, if you go to Senegal and you go to other countries, you all understand.
No.
If you look at let me tell you, if you look at Sonko's political party,
can I have something to chew?
If you look at Sonko's political party in Senegal, let me tell you, in Senegal, Sonko's political party, Sonko is a mayor, and Sonko, everybody in Senegal, knows that I mean, with all the other coalition, Sonko at the end of it, everybody believes in Sonkola. Sonkola vision, and everybody believes that Kuala leadership is one of the leadership quality. If they near Tombo as a candidate in Senegal is going to win, you understand? And then they were all pushing with if a coalition they were leaders because let's say battling me, and others, we are all there. But look at that, Sonko is the key figure. So key figure can identify. Before time, it's very important because it gives a friendly dialogue. You know what will happen? Let me
just to talk on these issues.
What MC is saying, Ako, it a party loan or within 3 years.
No.
So make a president. So make a president. political party within 3 years nga win president nga win because you have the power, you have the state machinery mu sa loxo but so opposition si wall bi nga dégg ne comme na party am in 3 years mu nekk president
exactly I agree with that
it's not easy waa léegi gën a rule it waaw mu ne ko waa léegi ban waa léegi dama bëgg léegi
one thing you see
non lu ma bëgg mooy non lu ma bëgg ñu understand mooy lu ma bëgg ñu understand man dama ne kenn si Gambia right now political party su ko bëggee man yàlla def ma dimbali ma bokk ñu form political party man yàlla dimbali na ma man foog naa ñu toog fii yëpp mën naa ne ren la ñu man bu ñu form GDC dama si bokk xam naa parti ni ñu ko def famee gis nga GDC bul foog ne 26 la GDC ñëw de GDC xam nga xamee ni yées la xam nga ñu bëri nga ne GDC dañ ko réglé 2016 ñaata at la leen ko togga nekkul about 3 or 4 years.
No, some parties doesn't go through that.
Honestly, what I'm saying, what GDC mun am number 2. Tay parti toog ay 5 months 6 months elections. Lan la gay am si results? 8,000 la am. 8,000
You see why I'm not taking MC like that? You see, you need to understand the formulation. You need to understand that. Right now, for example, yeah. Right now, people are saying Roy is interested. People are saying Talib is interested. People are saying Yankoba is interested. People are saying Lamsan is interested. You understand? So this interested is not just coming Kafuko, it just pop. Already, these people, their names are already out. No, I mean, let me tell you something. Do you know why I'm coming for you? You see, I mean, Pongo, Maningul come zero come more than cooler. And when you zero in, no more mirror symbol by a Duma. Zero in Satanole, I have found a strange way, and then at the end of it, the person can make it. Because you need to understand one thing. Bibi Lala, for example, Yankuba is the chairman for West Coast. If you look at the number of votes in the West Coast, if Yankuba, for example, today, I feel like because I have the entire support of the people of West Coast. And I feel like if I deliver to the people of West Coast within this number of Congo, I give them enough development. You understand? If I stood as a candidate, and the entire people of West Coast, Yemba, I'm going to win.
No, you can't feel, you cannot go better region or better municipal elections.
What I'm telling
you, when you come to party line, no, when you come to party line,
nature, I'm talking to you about the nature.
Sanji Sabato election, it had a fansum patio law. Pour ya make
established committee nationwide.
Aka challenges le fo ita ka même fote.
Okay.
O se tano amari. Amari bala planol kekan. Wo ka into rule out no. But aka même fo na kabri history do esa farnyol bele patio law.
I give an example.
Let's make reference aning NUP.
NUP.
You understand? So no aka même fo wonni Yankuba ñol la case fatata ka reference ka dabi because Yankuba ñol wol man ke chairmanti man ke mayor you understand okay okay wol say mbo la fo wala na ka fo ko alla comparison ñi you know aman kilin no so akta kam même fo wol mo indi ko ni ko bo kele man tra government kono sembutele ko belo le fa it will be very difficult for people to understand
no but government kono but saying this
but if you
government kono
exactly
but they already build their political
Sirfo yala sa be depend ni ma re Sirfo ni la mira rola ana la mira rola ka
no na la mira understand
because he's also right
political party law within 2 years
Baro he
was a president.
Okay.
He was already a politician and he already has a political group.
Okay.
That was why he was a political base. But now, are you telling me, this chairman or this mayor doesn't have a political base?
He's not saying that.
No,
but
because Baro.
Kana foko.
The chance is very slim. The chance of winning.
Movement. Imagine a movement which is not a political group. And now a political base. Now a political base.
I'm chairman. I'm in the entire country. No buy no movement. A political movement. Mama can't tell me movement B. More to a political party.
Yes.
Understand? So Munda Neka in the chairman in the area, come West Coast chairman or for mayor of KMC. Tell him KMC la Neka. So what Neka in the world, so Neka municipality. Neko na am the entire country. When GDC was coming, 2016 len ñew. Ñata vote len am? 89,000 vote len am. And pofu bu dole bu GDC ñewon, ñu gis ne ko deka bi. Understand? So lolu lay wax moy so bëgge ñew as a party within 3 years, party dang ko di build a years.
Well, I am not talking specifically as
I can say that.
I can tell you these people, all of these people,
only campaigning on their base is a rumors. I can say all buwa mana Talib any election bu ñew ci Gambia UDP suñu election bu ñew ni we need Taliban Suda, we need Rahim Malilo, we need Yankuba ak Elarat all the members of parliament and what is as a team. So attaquante yi waru fa nek ci parti bi because we need all of them.
No,
understand? We need all of them because kenn ku nek da nga am voice. Understand? Dama ne su nekene yow da nga am something ku nek am ko buga. Lolu is normal in politics. Pare ñepp mënu la jox di assurance they will love you even néne bu nekké CA ñepp bëgg ko fa man ma nekké GDC ñepp bëgg ma fa am ñu bëgg lolu is normal in political party mbolo la ki dafa joggé fi ki joggé fi bo tay luñ soxla moy we need everybody on board ñepp lañ soxla pour ñu win elections pour mëna gëné Gambia ba ko tay yaakaari Gambia tay waruñ ko tass bu ko ñepp xam né légui ñun UDP mo mëna gëné baro fi so ñu mëna gëné baro fi moy ñu wara ñu together comme lu ki wax moy na bayo jog duga fu nekk ñu jël ku nekk ñu bokk ci parti bi loolu leen soxla do beneen Facebook baax na wax si audio baax na boo gën a am solo mooy ni gis ñi ñëw isi kanam es am nga bayo am nga UDP kii bàyyi ko fa isi ku es isi nee na mu ñëw isi kenn loolu leen soxla right
we are all in that
loolu leen nit right now as a party
thank you we are all in that I want you to
and we
are 100% all in that we have to mobilize people we have to sensitize people we have to make sure we have people to come into the party the parties should not also just be there closing their eyes closing their mouth.
Whoever undermines the party, then go expect.
When you are,
if you have the evidence,
sneezing things, I am telling you what happened to us with Barrow. You understand? Could happen to us again, and we might be here.
But if we have no rules or regulations, then whoever undermines the party,
then it comes for. So it comes for the executive because the executive is the organ of the party.
Yes.
So and they are monitoring.
Yes.
So you
undermine the party.
You undermine the party. The party will take action.
Yeah,
but you know, party party is not closing his eyes.
But
you understand? So, but everything has to be evidence-based. Everything has to be evidence-based.
I like that.
That is why.
I like that, Honorable Sir.
That is why
whoever undermines the party, now evidence, expect from the party.
People who are supporting the party, you understand, also have Nyali Bela, Tulul Bela, and Krosiro.
Yes.
You understand? And near Menje, Yajako, I mean, Ikawole for what Italian men feel because they are not keeping it. And I feel like you have a B. You understand? I ratify B. What if there are none there?
No, horrible. This is my point. I'm going to go buy a way. MC. Hey, you know how much? 1 minute. 1 second. Man, fan la nekkoon APS la nekkoon. Moo jóge fa ma dem GDC. Moo jóge GDC ma dem UDP. Su nekkee ne Taliban so dafa amoon ideas of a political party. man duma yóbbu UDP.
MC, stop talking to
us about please. No. Kii moo ko laaj loolu. moo ko laaj ne ko. du ma def ko laaj ne ko. la teel ma ko parti.
You want to hear his
man MC Cham du ma nekk GDC jóge ji dem UDP. dem NPP.
Fay team Talib la.
Team Talib.
Oh, they are teams.
No, team Talib. Team Talib. The name Team Talib. Ntia omo watu mena wale mu local government election. You understand?
No, I know.
Oh, it's not only Team Talib. Wait, it's Team Japale Talib.
No, I don't know in fact, but I know team. They call it.
No, it's Team Japale Talib. I'm correcting you. It's Team Japale Talib.
So fine. So Team during campaign time, people hear a lot of groups. You understand? Young fan club. Me, I belong to Sulaynman Saho. I belong to Sol. I belong to Noti. I belong to myself.
So, Honorable, you belong to the National Assembly. You know, if you have a man called Yamari, but side of baby will fuck.
Okay, so I'm not correction.
You for Willem in the core. You below Natimia Lonko, you could say more after protest la Puru, you can't permit of one in the Puri Findy protest. And no equal Lamol for Jamal Bijele, they are not supporting you. So,
no more Jamal Yadi.
You didn't call from Dolby Bijele, ma support because you told Fonsinano Masakunda effect. So, but first tell us the bill.
Okay, so Mr. Kokata Diamond, I think. Yalong kawala foy yalong journalist only alka politician ol mali alka tara sidi nintol yal mali kamfa alka kamfa nintol politician ol nintol faretul fadam ma wala kamfa adu ka sidi ali national assembly be blast alka kol okay sa membe kerim kabente fon ya mo standard I was shocked I go protest without permission. You know, we are Gambia
permit.
You know, without permit. Gambia is a developing country. And our democracy is on transition, as I said. This has been our part of our agenda, coalition government. That when we come, we have reforms in some of the laws that are not progressive, that are all laws. They are okay. So, Public Order Act ni loi koto bale ma meta jan. Kabiri tuba bo la marolo. But loi ni ba de kandida mun ka me ka wala jibe tuba bo ya de da men kam wala mun ko. So that the citizens, the native banku diwul kana wuli yela independent kala tuba bo lu. Because we are tral kuruma nyolu jomo Kenya ta nyolu lumumba nyolu ye conference ka me ko Manchester Congress. But Jani wo Marcus Garvey nyolu, Henry Sylvester Williams nyolu, double EB Dubois nyolu, will tata agitate kan in the West Indies. Kaje ko mo fi ngol nyanta fi function tolale andu mo fi maralo nyanta na la dunia kon. Mo tubabo la joya maralo nyanta kuntula. So we had na Marcus Garvey Black Star Line nyolo. Africa for Africans movement all nada. Pour kaje ko black or repatriate. So when Kwame Nkrumah Nyoli conferences all attend, it inspired them to also come back to fight for independence. Kabiri na ran to la Gambia jang isemel phone inimel be contact wala Edward Francis Small at the time. Small Nyoli letter jang from there MM Jallo, there was one activist trade union is called MM Jallo. So trade unionism nata Gambia. Gaba jahumpa nyol nata na Peri Njai nyolu ul fanan dunta. Per Sar Njai, PS Njai. So ul be nata wala nyam. So what do tuba ul bejan? EF Small had a lot of confrontation with them. Akala ka finti. But anytime I finti okay ka charge of violating Public Order Act. Isamuta ya sorong. Isamuta at point in time they banish him to leave this country. Atata Sierra Leone from there atata UK. So Cameroon President Jawara fanan nata. PPP government came. Before PPP, we have Per Serinjai as the Prime Minister. We have the Governor General. You understand? So these laws were still maintained by the colonial masters. So it will inherit. Power is sweet, and nobody will like your power to be contested. So Jawara came, PPP appealed against the election, between them and Per Serinjai, and eventually we went for another election. PPP government nada kanye. But it was very tough. Because Baba Mansa had to intervene. So election nada repeat. Jawara nada win. kabirin jawara fanan nato luwal melibeji ay filijide because ay oppositional sotol per sar ndial ñol bi ñar kala oppositional tele
luwal ya febole
luwal ñin be laari 1970 constitution of an luwa kilimol maintain mfotata 1996 na expect ko another man nata me alo at revolutionary mind na soto wala mu ya jambe because another kido nata ay 1970 constitution on ban so moli amira ko nit 1996 constitution nata be dol talala address bara manki African Commission, the Banjul Commission of Human Rights, Commission member Banjul Jang, will be in the The regime of permit should be changed to notification. Wala mo nyintiko, anyanta bola permit to la ita notification. And notification from manke nyintiko men diate yekata awoleke. Hanide. Notification nying ani sarto lelbelari. Wala mo nyintiko ite buba elafta tala processional. In fact, wala nendo maki je ko portas because portas do laje niafo akamol silande ha ile feta la tiñarol la ile feta mansala boyende hani bibi lalo musolu ni musolu ya fil ko kule be laare kam yalon kole ya kolem c'est fintinole ile tisarol do ye maj kabo jang kata sukuta traffic say gambia be moylale nata dibitol mantere ko mo foka basa Gambia be ngolal because media batalal presence office ba jible kerfati mo fa bi musol la findita then they will call them ini kacha ila ko wol youth sol ba ko yebe keri do ko man soto they can come you understand so you finti yela fengol tandi la ni ku yal kafu jamaat political party el fanan sa kenon you understand so wala sabun ko ñing sartol lelbe lari ando asartol ñing ko be public order act la tunkun lulun jawla falinkan amendment mba falinkan sa na kukuto le dundi je mel mantre je wala mu ñindi ko e be police IGP ni be combo janne KMC ani Banjul IGP ni be regional to the police commissioner iba safale ya notify ko nte hamoni fintola mu nina molu ni monankamu ni lunkare ya sa ni ha safe foka pare ibela itokela jere ila signature ni la telephone number ani la address o bebe tarajel andum iba fole ne lafta tamala nyaadi iba kala nyaadi fo o be danteje ibe dantero kala ibe lumo fanan keleje silo me ba use la ibe bola dame bita dame ni haje be keleje itol ni okay foka pare ibe safala ka tandila ni la notification o kala mutale you can go ahead dol fanam benna itol fanam be wajibo la ni luwa kono ko itol fanam be police ol sambal nanne melbe tarre dan nawal
bari se reject no fana
se reject no fana provided di alon ko buba la fatata la bruce bi ton table do kata jabang tema ni lunkari programme do lebeji andu nata reje askeno fitino e wuliji o askeno de crowd control no laji o ni lunkari police ol mel bem bulijang ibe dula do leto so adu it will be so la moment na pro membe fintila nim police nanka mo tembul no then I'll say negotiate they will write to you but near reject sign thing wala na it will reject no it will be mara refer to the magistrate court to the magistrate
police
magistrate le be reject la sai so lafta mun role ko police kana authority should to reject you instead it's going to be on a due process of law wala sabu niaji be ni tata la section doto akodi inspector general the inspector general of police or the commissioner of police has reasonable grounds to believe that the holding of public procession on a particular date, time or route is prejudicial to the security of the state or injurious to the public interest. He or she, within 2 days of receiving the notice, may request the organizers of the procession to postpone for isa bainoba because of security threat member. You understand? So, new fanambekela, the organizers nyanta kalamutala. They should write them quickly. You understand? Ni organizer mang contact IGP la IGP memfoy, so inyanta muna kala kotanke wala munyenti ko ni tata ifon tata faye imanyum process follow then wo mu luati nyale ise arrest no wala
so ninga understand The difference with this one is nyindo ika IG le safe bari ite min nadi Banjul ning KMB IG le safe but nibe region dolto ibe regional commissioner nyen ibe wala safe and also that is the first the police commission so that is the first difference. The second one is nyindo ning IGPT reject no la fight judiciary wala se reject so this is the difference but na manke woti is the normal process of applying a permit and is a reject no but fight for judiciary wala year
yes
that is the case.
Yes, and the difference men for the security for melbe kwelkel the security matters before these are any permit or deal they don't care whether they give you security or not. You know, you can have molbe finti kanne ye counter financial. You understand? Demonstration is a cannot, but you can have people who can also counter your demonstration. So nim police voltage abetakala munati tinyaro o mol start drong kata mu boy mol la fengol ka ite finti de yela kul be ke je ko finti da musol la nyantaw la o dinnon la nyantaw o senela la nyanto so e man tan senela la nyanto fo kan sa en ke moy kudo ke kan then ite loi tinyal. You understand? So police has all right to stop it. So this is progressive. International organizational, you know, AU, African Union, you know, and ECOWAS, the Banjul Commission, as I said, you know, and other international bodies, they recommend. And TRRC recommendation is informed. And the coalition government, once someone and deputy button, but do the time. And they delete section 6 in the motoma. Because ika miral sifal melfo nalon ko lel mina hay la fena la kana boy man sakundal ka o be mol kata mol la fengol tinya nyinte woti yalon democracy package leti you cannot take only few part of it the rest you throw it out and gambia nyinte mu flale gambia le banko dum yale katara slandi falindiro mo na be tara slandi falindiro and we katara lori because ngir mu sarto le mel yalo abe constitutional fond kono banko la maral kan ala bunda mo ne dulo wala ko banku dingole nyanto sotole ila nyanto lemu ye finti kayro kono kume dimi ya tandi sa en ton na luwa de da me alo abe framework kelete wala framework ni wala mu ndiko abe de dale ibita nyamen kayro kono ngana nyoto nyi biko nyulbe kele fo science iman pamito di haji suwane nyolle tada demonstration about corruption ye letro samba député bon ani dula dolt fo mak ye fenetinya mola fataji idara man sakundal overthrow iman kili kamel je bankol kan wol man ke nyintin to kamen fo yalo demonstration do be spontaneous. You don't take permit, you just come out on the street. Sulaynman Mantara fo kande Sulaynman Mantara luwa de da kawal.
It's important because more
reject. So modi wala nan ka fo ko nte fon ka disappoint men karana lu ja nin document on alna jibi mu ne ba kono. But most of the people near my newspaper men carry the headline and the newspaper fan kala the media sa because niko go protest without permit mo be kamuna mi so e ba jela ko MPP ko ba fale Sulaynman be parere barol kam il fa barol bon la no as kenole barol ninte
amala modul ho man son
namol mel fa man sangala nte mo kala muta do mo moy ko UDP ko mel ya maybe sir fo se
because ni bilonya kumanda bake so bari ko biloni janning ika samana comme foye ya comme ye gibero ke la bang ye comme ka banko comme na Africa banko me alon ko democracy bamman teje aning maybe to banko me alon ko protectional teje on savo processional teje foye GBT wolaw simpa nyal to la bayo luwa la nyame
na gibero kalal
fana ke la fennet me yalon ko
na gibero ke Ghana lale you understand na gibero ke South Africa nyol lale na gibero ke Kenya nyol lale and beyond you understand and data in treaty sol fana gibele the conventions Gambia is a signatory to a lot of conventions me allow will they promote human right because nimu hana madi wala nyantolete ila nyantolem ko do katale dimi kan ni ma fintinde abaka jarano anda mamin ko ibi fm fanam fintini yenda kala ni hormante yalla anin tinyaro no wala mbejul be guide kan you understand so that tomorrow momo nata government nying yes ni momo na rete ibe interrajele but ye right financial le ko tanke ka fali
but I think nyaji be tan banko loi ni na banko loi ko comme banko loi bu ba ay men ça fait comme like nyaji be etana banko loi bu ba ko freedom of expression, freedom of movement, freedom of
association
and others. Okabri be nyen loi fanan dara fanan yewul loi dul tala pour que la nyinta
ndara wol don dara section 25 le of the constitution ala bunda mo ne luloni kana jibe because about all but public order act the public order act killing la tinna akolata pour kany implement because abeje but ne dara jibe I meant for je wala mu indiko momo e nyanto sotole ka finti ka demonstrate kay rokono eni joranta findila anu chuparango ina manyana findila yamoy so but arafa go subjected to public order act karab so akamina ko ye loi ye sembodi nene la e marala ye bulbata yata nene bul you understand
that section les repart to the public order act because what I try to understand here is wherever constitutional or the main constitutional, it always supersedes all acts.
Yes.
You understand? So if the main constitution said that, oh, we have this right. So never come on the look for that main constitution inside. Kabri wole o sembo bedina. Alabangola asile dumale akonyoko anide. But then sembo bedila. But he, leftele have even sembo tamandla.
Thank you very much.
So saying, but niya jibe in real democracy. Naba nyama ni democracy la jibe you understand for woman ke a kind of contradictory to
I'm a contradiction at constitution kilol ba foke imo industry man sa be diamu ke ko sirifo mbe ki la tanje ni tata tanje ye wankan wasanye anin kujalo
di kon sa mo rifa
ya understand ndel be ki kan tanje barkana chalo sanye de o ni be chalo sanye you understand ni be chalo sanne yen kumandi yen nyininka o ni be da badala demo la you understand nko ista badala demo la but ni tara bato demo loi menti fo yo eta facility yo loi boko nyingibe ni wonte e kana nyingi so amanke ko constitution ba fan contradict kan wala nan to lanyante amendment okala in the act because the act is a law act from Munglualti. Among the constitutional supersede the act, no. The act are lost.
Okay, MC no.
No bona ware mo bala ne di ñew fogna time bi bari wut. This public order act hanya horrible Saho yo fogna media bi ñoo yaxa sa bill bi.
Yeah, because man
legal do di understand. Yeah. Man sa gannaaw wax na ne man supportuma because man supportuma nga apply permit to the police. And ñepp gis ne xam leen Gambia suñu démocratie bu ndaw la. So alawe comme for example ngene wa ku bëgg démonstration o mën nga dem rek gëna ci mbéda bi lolu mën na comme suñu society bi ñu ko xalaté bon mo ñu ko expliquer ni fakk na lolu standard bu correct la even so démé in Sénégal sa lolu la waaw just nga inform the police ñom ñu sét la woné la ko jox waru la ko jox wala mom la woné nga dem tour di magistrate so bo uti bu Sénégal
dafa uti
waaw so kon ma ngi door ak bi ma xam fa la jëlé bi wala dama gëm né public order ak bi dafa bokk ci campaign promise of 2016 ak doon néné correction bi suñu jëlé réew first lu ñi koy génné ñu wara ñi koy génné moy public order dañ ko génné wala gay campagne ak Gambien ci né every Gambian war nga mëna am right la na xari even a poor farmer sax war nga juk ci mbéré bi taxaw né man li neexul ma nga génné ci mbéré wone sa naxar la gay campagne so kon tay ci nekkee lolu la gay campagne par exemple am ñu xamné dañ ñaka seen bakken bu public order ak di lire solo santen because li bokk na tay day ñu amé mu ñaka ci bakkenam ñu amé dañ leen tocca amé sax xam nga ba tay sax so la gis sax understand nga mu dara seen yaram this public order ak bi so kon foog naa this bill assembly dañ ko war a considérer bu baax a baax because tey bill bi dafa tax ñu bari tax na sax Gambia ñu Gambia si bill bi la ñëwee because public order ak bi lii moo tax ñu am ñu Gambia because solo sànneen lii la génn di protest par mu ñàkk bakkenam ñi ñu toccal la ñi ñu dóor leen foofu la Gambia fa la amee change because change bi ñu la jógee moo tax suñu parti la di génn gars yi génn protest ñu téye leen Gambia si am coalition ñu génne fii jàmme So this public order act bi Honorable Sulaynman Saho nu ko explainer I think it's important tam mu dem si local radio yi because dëkk bi nu koy waxee ak moom nu ko explainer du benn.
It's definitely.
Wow. So par xam nga am na lu wax fi lu am solo mooy soo bindee permit to the police dañ ko de approve ñu bàyyi la nga dem yow kenn but normally police yi dañ la war a protect dañ la war a guide kenn du war a ñu counter protest du am bon mun ngaa génne nga protest si mbedda bi bàyyi génne ak groupe bi tamit daanu sa kaw waaw so waaw
but not all
the time waaw
they do provide when they give you approve your permit they do provide for you
waaw
but not
always so kon moom
an MC mo yokkal tuuti si loolu da nga gis bii sax mu ne police officer with a rank of sub inspector mun naa ñëw soo nekk na seen journal leen go ahead ba pare soo ne nekk yaa ngi def loo amee andul ak loi mun naa ñëw mu call of procession bi
waaw gis nga comme bill bi c'est good bill wala comme
understand nga mun naa loolu the police officer must not below the rank of an assistant superintendent of police may stop and cause to be dispersed a possession in respect of which the police officer consider that the breach of the peace is likely to occur.
That section tamit boy is another thing.
Yeah.
So
okay. Léegi dama bëgg pour ma wax mooy protest dafa important ci démocratie. Because kenn ku nekk ñëpp mënu dem ci néegi assembly bi wax. Wala am na ko xamné tey waaw am na ko xamné mën naa génne ci mbéere wane na xaram takat lu reet takat lu ñuul wane man lii neexul ma nangam lu mun naa nekk waaye su ñun soo déggee démonstration rek ñu ne dañ bëgg a taal réew mi dañ bëgg a fitna fekk loolu dañoo noonu understand nga so dama believe ne this bill président Barrow ak MPM ñoo ko war a ñi ki support
waaw
bu ko président Barrow tey ñoom si président through this bill la
lii mooy legacy am
because tey lii bokk na si campaign promise
waaw président Barrow
waaw campaign promise la
legacy
campaign promise la
because public order act su ñëwee into effect time la because he will assign to this bill.
No, it's a campaign promise. No, campaign promise la.
Understand?
Campaign promise la.
And prepare MC saga sa. So ko defi. The police have all right.
Okay.
To stop
no problem. Okay,
so what I want to say about this the section that aiming court sayente.
Wow.
Yalong isi protest fenko commandino peaceful procession. Bari modol bi jele mi yalong ko ate la flala.
Yeah.
So asinano je maybe at taral kono because protest mo jama le kara mi yalong ko manyola. Asiku keno jele pour police o ye o call off. So that section
No. Ata call off law nyame immediately the police officer bo mari mutalale. Well, the police are there, and you the organizers are going to have you be vigilant. No. The police officer not below the rank of assistant superintendent police may stop and cause to be dispersed a person, in respect of which the police officer considers that a breach of the peace is likely to occur.
This is what I'm saying.
If the procession were to continue.
Exactly.
Like one person alone put control carbon the procession to continue on. For the other fit at one person a fit no willing. I get violent.
Exactly.
You understand? Because so that is subjected to interpretation too.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Nene?
Man, my
Today you look confused or what?
Super confused.
Super confused. Honestly, democracy.
Oh my God!
You
Okay, man, if you say democracy, you acted, you have a problem. But when you use the literal term by the word, but you don't act it, I have a problem with that.
Yeah, but you are
But
strong
now,
woman,
commit issue without a doubt. You know, it's been manifested a million times. So anyway, coming back to the topic. Li ma dee always wax rek lu ñaawoon démba mënut a rafet tey ñaaw la rafet la dëgga la lu nekkul dëgga man I have a problem su ma doon jooytu démba ne lii baaxut understand nga tey mënumaa toog pour rafetal loolu noonu man I have a problem with that and I always had to speak against that. Baroka fo nyameng di bo man dum follow fo mbuka ñoo suté haninka bi mol ñaal be yeleri olof wax nako timis tel na way ci guddi la bokka ci la bokka ba tay man am an advocate of protest because so amé lo xamné neexu la am nga sañ-sañ bi tanka doomi réew te loi bi gëna reuy ci réew mi jox na la sañ-sañ pour nga génn pour woné ne man li neexuma o buggewuma ko ni o neexawuma ni way tam loi bi la nga génn woné ñaxtu wan na la naka nga ko war a defee ci njëkk ak ci taranga bul mer ba yàqal keneen bul mer ba tooñ keneen parce que loolu tooñ la loolu yàqal lu waa la soo foog naa ne su nekkee ne génn nga pour ñaxtu sa ñàkk buga ak sa ñàkk d'accord ak dara te yàquloo tooñuloo keneen yàquloo sarta man fooguma ne this thing of asking for permit I've always been against it I don't have a problem notification and the notification is to notify the IGP for security to make sure that yow mi protest you are secured anybody else that does not have issue or link with the protest is secured and doo yaxa seen bés o doo yaxa ci luñ nekka loolu moo war a tax police yi war faa nekka waaye man pour ne police yi ñooy seet Sulaynman sa kanam bi neex na ma I allow you to go and tell the whole world ne like loo mboobu yellow o mboobu weex oh non Sulaynman neexam neexuma soo su ñëwee na ma bëgg a génne waxuma ni duma ko jox because loolu moo fi nekk ku ma bu am ndey ku ma bu amul ndey ci ñiñ jox that authority dama feel ne understand nga they not doing it the way they supposed to do it and man going back to history man I believe ne the death of Solo Sandeng, the incarceration of Ousainou Darboe and the leadership of the UDP was the catalyst to the change that we enjoy in today.
Right.
My expectation and belief and want would have been, this would have been the public order, I would have been first and foremost of the most priority thing that would have been discussed once this change happened. Exactly. But that failed. Yeah. And I say that failure is attached to everybody that was there at the time, especially that legislature that was there after the change. You understand? Lii warutoon a nekk tey waroon ñoo discuss lopitaan yi am garab yoon yi leneen lañ waroon a wax not at this time but I still say it to you kudos and well done to comment you have taken the step because never too late li war a nekk la defuñ ko one time boobu ñu ngi ko def tey because still even after that how many people have suffered how many people have been tortured how many people have been manhandled beaten jailed and everything else because of backing of this public order act I have said it suñ génnee protest police bi ñëw even though they're not supposed to use that thing they say we use minimum force it's not minimum it's to the highest maximum because soo demee tànki nit ki tëdd lopitaan nga toj gémmiñ nit rotal buñam that's not minimum force and but then ñoom ñu ngee laaxu ci loo xam ne loi la dafa nekka it's a law so when I always say ne we should not be crying when things happen we go back and address the issue that they back themselves up ne the public order act say don't go out don't do this So at the end of the day, think about it, it's still late. I'm glad that you are doing it, and a lot of sensitization is needed. Because like Buba said, people that you think will support this are saying, oh, no, we should not. Well, yesterday you said that we don't even need a public order act. We don't need a permit. Some people were saying that you don't even need to notify the police because the police are not even bigger than you. It's the constitution that gave you the right to go out there and manifest. But today, ñom ñoy talk ne, oh no, we don't need it, or we need to control. Parce que ñom ñoo nekk in power and feel ne lii is a threat to them.
Wow.
Understand nga? Ñàkk gom seen bopp la, ñàkk gom dëgga, ñàkk dox dëgga, te ñàkk déggu ñoom seen bopp. Man loolu mooy suma gis-gis. So at the end of the day, du man kenn moo gën bokkuma ci. Man dama feel ne this waruñ ko discuss léegi ne public order ak nit ki protest is part of democracy it's part of growth it's part of building strong institutions kenn waruta moom kenn ku dara neex war ngaa mun a génn nga wone ko si njëkk ak taranga ak ci luwa waaye naan dangaa taagooye dangaa jël permit ak dangaa dem magistrate court ak dangaa lini I still see flaws in this thing. Somebody might think it's even better than the one, but I still see flaws. Because this thing you're saying, and a sub-inspector or whatever has the right. Fini, nyan kanakan mo oluwante. Man olumalen punen use their judgment. Are they impartial? Do you know where they belong? Do you know who has sent them there to mold as a security, but to do whatever they do? Monsune can own discretion I'm use. How impartial is that in discretion to say? Or I'm calling it off based on something that is justifiable, based on that is security to the national threat and all that thing. So at the end of the day, you're still giving them the same power that we were saying that we're fighting. So when I still see flaws in that, the bottom line is, deka bi ñun ñep ñoko bokka. Fi ku fi dara neex war nga mëna génn nga woné ko. Ku dara neex war nga mëna génn nga woné ko. Waye jël lolu jox ko ay nit ñoo xamné man óoluwuma leen. Me óoluwuma leen. At all, and I've always been saying that. Wow. You understand? Wow. So we really need to look at this in total. We really need to look at this in total. And buñ ko dé xolé né, understand nga? Come, this administration, they are against public order act. You understand? But like I said, it was a campaign promise. Because we all believe ne, Ousainou Darboe mané kon sa jail ba, la ko fa dugal moy li. Solo Sandeng mi dé, la ko rey moy li. ak ñeneen loolu moo woon the catalyst of the change moo taxoon ñu bari mer ne bëgguñ loolu noonu parce que bëgguñ mu nekkaat suñ waaye how many people have become a victim of the same public order act but the same people now are against it so is the hypocrisy under Philip Flop kenn xamul fu ñu bokk so we have to look at ourselves again man I say we look at ourselves
during our 3 years protest imagine these people they waited until when we were having numbers to express ourselves. The moment they understand that good numbers is coming, one of the police officers just hold a mic. Disperse. So that point, honorable, you people need to look into that very well. Okay. Because that point, let me tell you something, honorable. Still undermine the British were not only colonized, they did not only colonize the Gambia. I'm not coming Gambia the Male Forayandi. Yeah. Freetown British colony Ghana and all that. You understand? If loi me along have that section na be na loi come. You understand? Certain and others. Na be na loi haji be ku. You understand? Ali banku dun la nyanto di la akake nyami to abu banku kan ali mo sensitize. Yala be nyami. Ibe kunu ko do ka jambi bi wo ka jam because minaka mo kunu tale. Mo le lonke anu jigda lako mo par la pro ka karam. You understand? Anu national, I don't know, national civic education. People need to support those people. Even this elections coming. Let people understand that elections should not be based on sentiment or tribal or whatever. But if those people are not doing their job because one will see them as politicians. One will see them they are only there to support the government. And they are not there to support the government. If they are to serve the people of the Gambia, give them enough budget, let them sensitize Gambian people. Gambian will how to select their right leaders. This was very
luma buga watu dizi lo wahon. Hamga ñun Gambian ñun dang di faté too soon. Understand?
Duñ dé faté dañ bon.
Wow. So what you
faté wuñ dañ bon.
Wow.
Parce que luñu itel rek la.
Wow. Ara ma ñew.
Lu metti li fi xew kan moko mëna faté?
Lolu mota bill bi, we want the civil society, do you understand? We want individuals to new set buba because once we reach to the committee stage, we can do a lot of improvement.
But you should start with your own people. I know even UDP National Assembly members, Milkonye, they are not in support of it.
Fine, no.
Maybe wale mdemi mirano. Wolfanan the same thing wale mira.
But yala membeji.
So I think you should start this.
Buba, yala membeji. Niro fanya nak it's not going to be a surprise. You know why? Mola jerinya. You understand? Mola jerinya ni mola background. You understand? So yalon dolla society we have different kind of people and different background that they come from. Ila orientation. Some they become realists, some are liberals, some are capitalists. You understand? Yeah. So people who want to maintain the power, they want to exercise their hegemony on others, they would not subscribe to it. People who want to abuse, they would not subscribe to it. But it's a progressive bill that every Gambian has a right to access it. Do you understand? To do a consultation within the party and between my NAMs and other NAMs. That's why it's not political. I'm not coming from any political point of view to say it's UDP bringing it.
So far, are they supporting it?
It's NAM from central body will support it, bringing this. Okay. You understand? And now anybody who wants progressive thinking and your progressive thoughts, you will add it to it.
What are they
this is a national bill.
It's a national bill.
It is a national bill.
Government
should look at it from
party point of view.
Exactly.
I'm not coming from party. And UDP, some of the NAMs will not support. Fine. But let me tell you, there are a handful of NPP who are going to support this bill. Yeah, and there are a handful of other political parties, independents, who are going to support this bill.
Who are going to or who are supporting it?
Who are going to support the bill. We don't reach there yet.
Every progressive mind.
Do you understand?
I think if they understand, they're going to support.
And the problem now is, I sent a copy of a bill to all the NAMs. And they have it in our forum. So if a reading is their problem, let them come and access Honorable Saho. Honorable Saho, I be in below Sambakana and Nakalanak. We don't understand it. Like others are doing.
But see, like you have said, you have brought history here. in regards to all these things, right?
Yeah.
Man, something I have a problem is things that were there in the colonial times. Because
and there are plenty.
It's plenty. But Bogi saying you def known because they never wanted us to gain independence. They wanted to continue to control us, to be in charge of us. That's why we had all these things. And this thing I don't think is fit for purpose now.
Yeah.
We have progress. We have our independence. We need to make things that really are tailor-made, that suit our people and the way things are done in this country. But if you want to continue to use this thing in the name of it's been there, it's killing our people, it's causing a lot of people, a lot of harm and havoc, and we're still discussing these things. If you ask me, it should be repealed. We go there and sit down and think about something that will bring control and sanity to the way we live our lives and we govern our things. That's what we need to do.
Want to say
it's very, very hurtful for me when we talk about Public Order Act.
Every progressive mind, as a member of parliament or a citizen, should support this bill. One thing we need to understand, we call ourselves a democratic state. And we are tapping funds, they have a proper democracy, especially the fund from the US Embassy. They are that democratic fund. All those funds will not flow to democracy. So bringing such kind of bill, support, in our parliament, I believe is going to attract donors to come and support us because we cannot be donor-free country.
Yeah,
Buba. I was very surprised when I had MCC. I'm not supporting. Initially,
no, understand. I think
headline is standard.
Yeah, but people have right. That's why we
why
still
will I
have
support
time.
it? Protest without permit. I support it. I support it. I don't like the permit part. Notification. I support protest without permit.
Notification is just like applying.
No, it's different.
Yeah, but
no, it's
but
totally
you are going
different.
to write to them.
No, it's totally different.
If
you look at the context of a permit and this, they are totally different.
But
that's why.
Man, this one is much different because even with this, you can be accepted, you can be rejected.
No,
I have a problem with that.
No, but you still have a ways of pursuing your case legally at a legal court. Do you understand?
After you've been rejected.
Because you cannot.
After you've been rejected.
No, Buba, we cannot also make it so loose. Do you understand? It must go with responsibility. We cannot have it. That's why we made research. Because we have to learn how other people are. We cannot give people blanking token to do whatever they want. Just I notify you, I call you, I'm doing this. No, because your security matters a lot to the state.
No. When I make a notification, with timeline,
they don't care about the security of people. Even no,
I disagree with that. No, I disagree with that.
I'm telling you.
Gambian
No, I said the security of our people. I'm talking of, we don't care much about our security. If you go to the roadside, you see the hazard. The people can be knocked and killed. You see people climbing on vehicles. I'm telling you, the security and safety here is not paramount. And it's paramount. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We should not give
awareness.
Blanket token.
It's lack of awareness.
People to do whatever they want.
It's lack of awareness. It's lack of awareness.
No, it's never happened. It's never happened.
What can hold Lolo?
Wow.
Why can hold Lolo?
So what is important now? We can improve on it.
Why can hold Lolo?
We can adjust on some of the areas when we reach to the committee stage. But Bobu, the far to understand.
Lolo, I would see civilized country.
Wow. No.
MC, li ñoo wax mooy permit bi mooy li xew léegi da nga am pour binda nga laajte nga ñaan ne jolle ma déglu
non da nga do ñaan de
déglu loolu la di
du ñaan
déedéet li xewoon mooy you write to them, understand nga, and wait for them. Sometimes you have to lobby for them to approve it. You have to go back and forth. Sometimes they invite you and you discuss.
But the security also.
They call you discuss and everything else and all the things. You know what I mean? In the name of security, you buy into that. But Lola, that's not right. I write to you and tell you, okay, I am doing a permit.
Yeah, that's why all this one is.
And you know what? And when you say procession,
2 days or 3 days.
Before 2 days.
When you say procession,
no. In fact, it's beyond 2 days.
When you say procession, it can be beyond 2 days. You can write maybe a week or 2 weeks. Because this is a security that they're not only serving you, they do other things. So you have to tell them so that they can also mobilize. I agree with them. A week or 2, I don't have a problem with the timeline, but you have to give them enough time for them to also mobilize. Right? It's reasonable. But Honorable Saho, even this procession thing, you guys are making it very nice, trying to massage somebody's ego. It's a protest. You are against something. Call it what it is. I'm protesting. Call it what it is.
Yeah, but
it's a peaceful protest.
No, what
You're
I'm
not
saying,
going to yaha anything or whatever. Why are you trying to change a procession to massage somebody's ego and things
we
like
are
that?
not massaging anybody's ego.
But it is a protest.
Listen.
You are against. You are disagreeing. You are dissatisfied.
Can I come? It's not about only protests that the bill is trying to address. We have other processions that are not protests. They do happen.
But those processions are not legal, are not illegal.
No, even that you need a permit from the police.
Which one?
Come on. Even, even there are a lot of... Yes, you need.
But okay, what happens is... Okay, listen. Okay.
So when we say procession...
No, but wait.
Procession is a...
You see the double standard here. You see the double standard here. Now you're telling me, even those ones you need a permit. But how many people go and seek permit when they do those things? Because those things are considered peaceful, and it's not against any individual. But once you're coming to say, okay, I'm protesting because Nawek, I'm protesting because of water, I'm protesting because of, anything that they seemingly is against the government, then they put you on check. It's a double standard, it's hypocrisy. That's what I'm trying to say here. That's what I'm saying. I don't.
No, you got everything wrong. It's not hypocrisy. You got everything wrong.
Anyway,
they apply.
Okay, anyway.
This is about procession.
That is not process also. Look, now, Nene's explanation has justified Honorable Saho calling it as
procession.
Procession. Because Nene is saying protest. When we are going for a carnival, are you going for protest?
No.
Nene is not saying that.
No, he's saying that. Nene said we call it protest. And we are not only focusing on protest. You have to understand language. This is language. This is language.
Nene ka contradiction ole fo ako. Chango fe miya lonko ay mansakunda ate. For example, a kata protest because of Nawek. Protest is force prefen ko soro. Pamito soro. Poeta police. You understand? Saying akamin fo mindiko, the contradicting part is that is it carnival soro nole because you don't know there is no.
It's a permit tale. They take permit.
It's the same law.
Yeah.
It's the same law.
No, Nene coming for them. Nene need the term. And in Nene the term procession should not be used. It should be protest. We are telling Nene that you don't have only protest in this. Processions has, they are varied. You have if you look into the bill, do you understand? Even in fact, that's why it says like funeral processions, those are exempted.
Good.
But like you want to have a musical, jamboree on our street. Yes. Do you understand? It needs to be controlled. Do you understand? So listen, and still they go to the police to take, even that one they take permit from the police.
No. Nene mune, onde Gustavo, mu banya di use mune, mu ye banya di use aperi.
Okay, let's come to the budget. Well, let's go to the budget.
We don't even have time anymore. Okay, there is no time. Just 5 minutes. I'll just engage you about the budget.
Yeah, the budget. What do you want? What are you asking me about the budget?
Everything about the budget.
No, the budget is too wide. Do you understand?
So, but what we've seen.
So I think if you have any concern in any particular area, can you be specific?
My concern is year in, year out, we go in there and approve budgets that are not, you understand, budgets that are not there for the people. I feel that budgets should be priority areas: education, health, agriculture, cannot be compared, right? I mean, education is a use and everything else. Exactly, like because it's a sector, if it's a youth and sport. Right, because 68% of our country they're youths, young people, right? Somebody told us here that the Youth Connect guy, 45.3 of those percentage, they're unemployed, they're unskillful, and all that thing. So those are realities, and we see what you're giving to youth, 100 and whatever million. When you are giving to hold on. I mean, youth, health, agriculture, education, right? Should be the bulk of the budget should be concentrated on those areas because these are the driving sectors of our economy. But instead, what we see, the Minister of Finance, Linko spend, si tuki di dema kanyoti indi win fus dara, and Office of the President, still an encode, tuki luxury line, then the chicken, the drum, the wings, the head, the feathers, and all those things. So dema buga pour ñu make sure.
Okay, let me come now. This time is on our side.
Dema buga ngeen make sure ne Those things are given priority. Times without number, year in, year out. You didn't go there, Fatih. Man, lolo moy suma concern.
Nene, the issues that you're talking about, our budget is segregated into ministries and is into ACs, OC, and PE, personal emolument and operation costs. This is the budget. Do you understand? So you have your development. All right. So most of our budget is tailored in a way that salaries. Do you understand? Because these are constitutional, these are binding, salaries and allowances. Now, when it comes to development, to invest into a productive sector of our society, our budget is not oriented in that dimension. It's because of the low revenue that we collect. It's because of misplaced priorities. Do you understand?
Let me come.
Okay. We have a deficit of 4 billion right now. We're talking of.
And it's going to increase.
We're talking of the youths. Do you understand? What do you want to see in that budget? You know how our budget is structured? Do you understand?
I want to see more money there.
You want to see more money, but we cannot put more money when they are going
because we're talking about we don't have skill centers.
No, listen.
The minister said they cannot do skill centers because the budget is low.
Listen. That's why I'm saying in the development budget, the ministry, every ministry will prepare your budget. It's the responsibility of the Ministry of Youth and Sport to design a budget that is designed in a way that is going to create jobs. But if you you prepare your budget, you put everything on the travel and travel expenses, maintenance of building. You submit it to finance. And you have to have a budget, program-based budgeting. That will say, not bank region, I'm going to build this skill center. I'm going to make sure that this number of youths are my target. Let them bring that proof. To the media, we see.
So is the ministry not doing that?
The ministry is not doing that.
Still now, as an oversight body, if they come and not do that, put it to them.
No, I'm coming.
Put it to them.
No, I'm coming. I'm coming. Allow me to come. Allow me to come. You want to learn, and I want to learn from you.
No. What I'm saying is you are trying to apportion blame to them.
I'm not portioning any blame.
That's what
I'm telling you that we have a system of budgeting which is very bad, and it needs to be changed. National Assembly, we have no right to create any budget code. It's not within our powers. When we do it, Nene and others will take us to court, and it will be scrapped.
Oh, be sure we will do that.
Yes. So you need to know our limitations too.
And I
do not. You don't know. You don't know our limitations.
Of course I do.
What we can do.
I'm not telling you to do budget.
I'm saying.
No.
You
don't do that.
No, you can't. Like, for example, it's a kunturo kenol. But suddenly, for example, near kunturo ke agriculture. Elefadi la youth and sport la. Youth and sport la budget auto. Imam Bunda so is going to create employment for the youth.
But it has a National Assembly member.
I
want to ask you one thing.
Aduka budget stock on jibi. Ala jibi. No, we cannot put it there if we don't have the budget code. And we are not going to blindly give that ministry to abuse it. You understand what I mean?
Can you help me one thing here? No, MCRL. I just want to ask you one thing. Budgets, Allah budget, for example, government budget. I want to know. Allah the lower ministerial in terms of division, let's say development, recurrent.
Okay.
You understand? Because I believe every budget, every potential budget, or every valid budget needs to come up with this thing. You need to know your revenue.
Okay.
You need to know
you ask the question. So
you need to know your
you need
to know your approved. You need to know your actual
revenue,
and you need to know your revenue division.
Exactly.
40% or 50% or 60% or 30%.
The budget,
and this is what you people need.
You know, the budget is a projection.
You should not go above that.
Budget is a projection.
Okay.
And every ministries, they have their ceilings.
Okay.
You cannot go beyond the ceiling. Even if National Assembly want to give you that huge amount of money, take it from agriculture and say, for example, agriculture is having donor fund. Let's take all this fund to Ministry of Sports. They have a ceiling that you cannot go. That's why I'm saying the way the budgets are structured, that also makes it very difficult. Do you understand? For NAMS to do certain justice story. We can cut, for example, yesterday we had a meeting with Ministry of Works, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We look at certain embassies, their budget. We made slice cut. And in fact, they themselves made a cutting of almost 9 million. Do you understand? That they don't need this thing and it has been put in the budget. Do you understand? So we, at the end of the day, we are able to cut 30 something million. And when we have embassies right now, do you understand? They are struggling to get a car. Your international diplomats, they cannot move. So what I'm saying is, no, what, don't ask what league they are. You know the league that they are. If you are appointed now as an ambassador, you will go. And you are expected to deliver. They are.
Bulma appoint you, mama talk the
Let us not try to undermine. This is a government. This is a government.
It doesn't matter.
This is a government. And we need this.
I'm not embassies you have, they're not fit for purpose.
No.
They should be closed.
Wow.
Because the thing that for us can be.
Now, like example,
I am not understand one thing here. An honorable member or an honorable house is telling us that you cannot do something which is your duty to do.
Is the law?
The law. Who are the lawmakers?
No.
Exactly.
Who are the lawmakers?
Even if you are the lawmakers, you are bound by law.
No. Those laws.
The budget line. You transport has a ceiling. Increase the ceiling.
It's going to
change the livelihood
of your citizens.
I understand very
well. Those laws doesn't allow you people to do things. It's going to be justice for the
I agree with you.
This is my point.
No, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is,
I wonder why I'm surprised that.
No, I'm telling you.
No, don't be surprised. That's the reality. That's why you people are caught by surprise. But you have to know that NAMS have a challenge. Do you understand? We have a budget. Do you understand?
You have a challenge, but you have rights.
No, we have rights. We have a challenge. We have our limitation.
Okay.
You know, Gambia is a country that's not an island. Do you understand? Now, the way the budget is structured, the budget comes from the executive. And it comes to Parliament. Parliament will look at the budget. Do you understand? Sometimes we might think that this is not necessary. But the passing, because National Assembly adopted a system that has never been happening before. At the entail of the 5th legislature, bilateral ministries, Nene will come with the whole team and we ask them, item by item, why do you need this? Why is it that this the budget line for salary is increased? We scrutinize. The justification, we have to look at your accruals. How much did you spend last year from January to October? We look at that.
But some of the things they spend is not even value added.
Exactly.
Just because they spend it doesn't mean they come and bring it again.
Now, they approve budget without auditing the last expenses. That's what happened here.
No. Because we don't approve yet.
No.
The budget is not approved.
No, but that's what is coming.
When it comes to auditing, how many years back are you guys? You guys have
they are coming to approve 2024.
They have a backlog.
Without the audit report of 2023. And normally, the audit report of 2023 should guide them to approve a budget for...
No. Silfo, you got it wrong. Silfo, you got it wrong. No, you got it wrong.
Everything is
No. You know, that's why I think some of you need to also do some of this engagement now, not here. Do you understand? You have all right to go to
when you do consultation, all of you define your opinion. Most of you define your opinion.
The problem is we don't do research. But what I'm telling Sirifo, what Sirifo is saying is completely out of the race. Because what Sirifo is saying, that's not an accounting rule, and that's not the rule of the Auditor General.
Why do you tell them to close their accounts at some point of the year? I mean, every ministry is asked to close your account.
When?
Every ministry level.
No, Bio. How can you ask them to close their account? You will look at the budget line. No.
Every ministry is asked to
Which account is that?
I mean, their budgets, like the money that they're expending.
National Assembly will put an embargo. The government can put an embargo on travel.
That's what he means. But listen. It's accounting. It's best practice. It's best practice. When I give you money to spend for a period of time, right? Before you come back to say give me more money.
They did that.
They don't put it.
Can you allow me to land? Can I come, Silvo, you are very friendly to media.
Yes.
You have been seeing the finance minister coming to National Assembly to give reports on budget execution.
Okay.
It has been happening. So don't say that they don't report. Minister will report to tell us, to update us. Do you understand? On budget execution of every ministry.
Okay.
Do you understand? Now,
with the audit reports.
No, the audit report, sometimes audit will take years before a report comes. If I tell you just now a report has been submitted by the minister, Just now. You know what report is that? That's not about 2023. Those are backlogs. So you cannot blame National Assembly for that.
So are you satisfied with whatever?
You understand? No, I'm not saying I'm satisfied. We have some loopholes. That's why FPAC will look
7 years
at the...
backlog.
No, there is no 7 years backlog.
No, I'm telling you, when you people came, during Jembe's time, those MPs there was no proper auditing system.
Yeah, but right now, the Auditor General is doing a great job.
I am with you.
They are submitting. The Auditor General is doing a great job, and they are submitting their report. And the report now is referred to FPAC. FPAC, you remember the COVID-19. You remember the COVID-19 Auditor General's report. It came. Do you understand? And there, FPAC made strong resolutions where they recommended for the IGP to act. So the other one that has come now is referred to FPAC.
Has the IGP acted?
Yes, they will act because there is a time frame.
No, the question, has the IGP acted?
We gave them a time frame. The time frame
has the IGP acted?
No, they are not yet. They are acting in certain areas. Some areas they are not, because the time frame for them to report to Parliament, we will not know.
MC 1 minute.
We will not know. We will not know. Wow.
Budget proposal.
Wow.
About 50 million or 40 million.
30 million.
No, 30, yes. I saw it, 30. Yes.
So it was 2010.
It was 10.
10.
Yeah, it increased to 15.
15, like it was 20.
Yes, they catapulted to 30 now.
Now it's 30.
Yes.
So when I feel like it's too much.
100% increment is too much.
When I believe
No, it's too much. It's misplaced.
So are you cutting that?
No, yes, we will. We will.
How much
we will propose, the budget process.
They will propose, but whether it will happen.
No.
Because at the end of the day, it will all come to vote.
Yeah, we will vote. But my take is, I'm talking about me, Sulaynman Saho. What I'm saying is too much. Do you understand? You give Office of the President 15 million for a talk. Do you understand? In 2023 budget. So what will necessitate for the finance ministry to put this figure?
Because what? Because why? They want to make government people to pay higher tax. And this 100% tax increment is what they want to pay.
That's why National Assembly, we are working towards reducing the deficit. No. And we cannot reduce the deficit when we don't touch such unnecessary expenditure. So we have to be honest. We have to be honest.
You will have money because I heard they said hospital ticket used to be $25. Now it will be $100. We will have money. You guys don't worry. I just approve.
No.
We are thinking about the Gambia. They don't think about the Gambia. It's not a problem. All they want is money.
Nene. The hospital ticket.
They want money.
The hospital ticket. Those are social services. The president may understand. There are services that the state render to its citizens. You understand? It all came over Yes, we all know that health is expensive. Do you understand? But President Fanangenta Fula Mulini, leakage menkake in the economy, Kudul Melkasunya, corruption, you understand? So then, no seal, then we'll have money. Not only Kafugo, able to charge the ID card, passport, anyway. But what is important is today I learned a lot from Bantaba and also learned a lot. But I want you people to be on top of things. By engaging the budget office, sometimes you also make...
Running away from what we are telling you.
Out of sentiment. No, because for example, you say embassies, some of the embassies. There are embassies, you know what they are bringing to the economy. By right, diplomacy should be. And these are institutions that we need to strengthen them.
There is a purpose, an objective for you to have an embassy in a certain country.
Exactly.
And if it doesn't serve that purpose, I am saying close it down.
Which one do you recommend? Tell me now.
A whole lot of them.
No, tell me.
I wish you should have asked me that question from the outset. Okay, after this show, because the time is finished, so after this, I will name.
How much did Gambia get from Russia? How much did Gambia get from Russia last year? How much did Gambia get from Malaysia last year?
Can you answer?
No, I can answer it for you, but because of time.
Okay.
Thank you,
Honorable, for coming. Allah baraka baki.
It's a nice program.
Bi mana karalla mo bang.
Madam politician la.
Ela karalla.
Na karalla mala no mo starting dulabi.
Afo de besura reala.
No lafta national assembly bi aleta karalo la je.
But dina kulodi allowance me follow me sonko kele.
But ale osoro le wala.
But ala every 5 years. Sa man na ko tek.
Bari jella.
O badal.
100,000.
Ite len de go kara jella. Sa MC amoy dum few. Sa MC ay nga ay
kam so nyin karanye.
Ne lo amé.
Ay kare me na rabe karala na jom jella. Sa ko
dita na jama.
Sa ko. Wal fara bolo way.
Wayo bismillah.
Come so call on 2410641 2410641. Atele nyimba nyima kananye. So ngana sponsor kuto tenduke je bage minkira MF group ti milalon ko LG dabe tol kono le milalon ko ke electronic bagasol le wafi Gambia jam bari suñu ker mobe suñu ker ronne fa ila bagasol milalon ko ka wafi bagas kende balle ni tenduke je bage kana Grand Bantaba benna Grand Bantaba fansol fana milbe Gambia jam Gambia bantala besita MFH group pour kata bagasol sanji LG betol le koto andong ika electronic bagas kende kendo le wafi ananya ko sam suñu ker mag gsm dabe mol kono le mialon ko nyim programme o fasa ka sembentu yandi la bitika ba felenting tabo koto nice building odo e ka mobile kende kendo wafi le mil boko itel techno kata fo Samsung aning iPhone kende kendo le ka be wafi ale jile flat screen ol fanam bijele kata fo dindin tablet olu charger aning headphone original ol be bulle e fele tabo koto ila kunda babe wolto bari be fabaka tombo jata la korra nyaati ngola anen latte kunda bambo gara soto je bari fanan e felenting basse milbe basse ma fa wala alta basse eco bank bala don albe tara jele na Carefinder fanan tendo mi alon ko ke korda wa fole ke Gambia banko kan jang Carefinder mu molleti mi alon ko korda soto le ke sonol be albe la flamilla Gambia jang andu molle mi alon ko le lanno warta bakele min kene ken songale be fanam be buru lafta kalo ko fanan kale ne Sense Finance itol ka kodi kiwole soni andi ni kabonan Gambia bantala kanaja bayre bunda kimi fula nyongale wala soto Gambia banko kanjang ni tara kodi talaji abukame e ka soto no awato la vita Sense Finance ye apu fanan soto le mi alon ko nali a download al si credit ko sanno jele anin kaspa be wo kola ngana technician ol tendu Charles Elvis Ngom Sire Drame ani Mustafa Kamara mi alon ko tolle muta camera to ani masingol ba fule ko ala barka ba fo arjuma nala ala barka
Are you tired of your outdated mobile phone? Are you in search of the latest and most advanced mobile devices available? Look no further. Welcome to Smart GSM Technology, your ultimate destination for all your mobile phone needs. At Smart GSM Technology, we take pride in offering the widest array of cutting-edge mobile phones on the market today. Whether you are an Android enthusiast or an Apple aficionado, we have the perfect device for you. Our dedicated team of experts is here to assist you in finding the ideal device that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you are seeking a sleek and powerful flagship phone from leading brands like Samsung, Apple, Huawei, the latest Tecno and Itel phones, or something simpler like original Android and iPhone chargers, power banks, flat screen TVs ranging from 32 to 55 inches, and various electronics materials, we have got you covered. Looking for a budget-friendly option without sacrificing quality? We offer a wide range of affordable smartphones that still deliver outstanding performance. Are you one of those who crave innovation? Our selection includes the latest foldable phones with their futuristic designs and versatile capabilities. But it's not just about mobile phones themselves. At Smart GSM Technology, we understand the importance of accessories in enhancing your mobile experience. From stylish cases and screen protectors to wireless chargers and Bluetooth headphones, we have everything for you under one roof. And let's not forget about our exceptional customer service. Our friendly staff is always ready to assist you with any question or technical issues you may encounter. With Smart GSM Technology, you can own your dream mobile phone without breaking the bank. So why wait? Visit Smart GSM Technology today and unlock a world of possibilities with our incredible range of mobile phones. We also offer mobile phone repairs. You can find us at our main branch at Tabokoro Nice Building, as well as locations in Talending, opposite Fabakari Tombonjara's compound, Latrikunda at the Bamboo Garage, and Base beside the EcoBank. For more information, feel free to contact us at 7466-360 or 75-333-68. Smart GSM Technology, where your mobile experience begins.
Carefinder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With Carefinder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Carefinder. With Carefinder, you are assured of a secure investment.
Introducing Send Safe Finance, your fastest and safest way to send money. You can now send money to your loved ones from USA, UK, and Europe to the Gambia. Pick up from our countrywide locations, and guess what? We're open for business every day, even on bank holidays. Download the Send Safe Finance app and enjoy other services including bank deposits, cash for our purchase, mobile top-up, and many more. To get started, visit our Play Store and download our easy-to-use app. Available on all Android and iOS devices.